Hello everyone, welcome to Unsung Fury. We are on... Checked the number this time. We are on episode 14. Whew. Kind of left off last episode with quite a bunch of things on our plate. We got a little message from somebody, which should be pretty interesting to see how that pans out. But we have the full cast back. Tornay was sleeping through the whole first episode for the first half of that, so we'll go around, we'll let everybody know who we all are, what our characters are about, and then we'll get this show on the road. I know Frank has been having some potential internet issues, so hopefully everything goes smoothly today. But if we have some outages, we'll deal.
I'll take over DMing, Maggie.
You'll take over DMing? Yeah. So first and foremost, we'll go around and if you are enjoying the show, I'll just first tell you how you can support it. You can follow us in all of the ways. Follow us here on Twitch. Every little bit helps support us. Subscribe if you're on YouTube watching this. Even if you're not watching this on YouTube, subscribing is super helpful. You can go ahead and go retweet. There was just a tweet that just went out for the show. If you want to give some love to us that way, follow us on all of the social media. Pretty much everywhere. Margaret Crone, super easy. So whatever social platform that you prefer, we'll let you know. We'll let you and notify you. So that's kind of the free ways. If you're interested in supporting us in a monetary way, as I do pay the entire cast, you can subscribe to us right here, twitch.tv/Margaret Crone. That helps support all of the lovely people who are RPing. And then of course, if you're feeling super generous and you're able to afford so, you can donate as well. So yeah, going around, we will go to this way. Scott, aka Delric. Let us know a little bit about who you are and of course the character that you're playing today, Luther.
Hi, I'm Delric. If you want to know why I keep this and this on my desk, check out Lost Initiative.
Mag, hi.
Otherwise, Luther. Luther. He's a super nice guy. He's the most friendly. He loves the party. He treats everybody fairly. And most importantly, he cares about everybody's well-being. I mean, it's certainly true. He definitely just saved 2 of the party members' lives, right? Right? Right.
I don't know about that.
Watch to find out.
And of course, Tornay is back with us, played by Apocalypto12. Just a little bit about who you are and of course the character that you're bringing to the table today.
Hi, I'm Tyler Scheid. You can find me all over Twitch and social media as Apocalypto_12. YouTube, just get rid of the underscore. There's a new video coming out over there soon, so be prepped for that. And I like how Frank was being mean to me slightly before the stream started because my birthday is on Saturday. I turned 31 on Saturday, so.
Getting old.
Yeah, but I like to believe from the episode before that Tornay is literally frozen, but he's like, his eyes still work and he can hear, so he hears everything around him, but he's just like, I can't move at all. Just because I watched back the VOD. But Tornay is an Imperial Guardsman, dual-wielding, desperado kind of dude. Yeah, he's a nice guy. He just likes to shoot him up and is definitely a good friend of Gildo's. They're bros, soldier bros.
Yeah.
Perfect segue. We've got Eric Vulgaris, who will be bringing to the table Gildo. Tell us a little bit about who you are and, of course, the character that you're bringing.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. I'm Eric Vulgaris everywhere. I'm a part-time streamer focusing on a lot of random role-playing games. Right now, it's mostly Pendragon. And what I'm bringing to the channel today is Gildo. If you haven't seen Gildo in action yet, you're in for a treat. Gildo is a Catachan and just loves knifing dudes. So if you don't know what a Catachan is, it's just a human who basically grew up in the world of Predator on a jungle planet. And yeah, I just live that life with a knife. That's me.
It's great. And by knife, he means a giant ass sword.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I am playing Ostara, and she is a sanctioned psyker. Like magical powers and things of that sort. I've been focusing on really more divination-esque type of powers and kinetic type of things. So those are the main things that I have been focusing on. In order to go into another tree, I have to pay more experience. See, we'll get the things that we've got first, but I really loved where we're going with her. She's been getting some weird visions of her grandfather, who has been like a big influence in her life. She's a little messed up. She's a little crazy. She hears voices and hymns and music in her. So that's
she also flew for the first time that I found out about. So.
Yeah. So for the first time last episode, I've had the fly ability for 3 episodes or 4 episodes now. And I haven't had a good chance to use it because I was like, ooh, I want to make it like momentous when I use it. And right before the building like blew up last episode, Eric nicely decided to play one of the NPCs for us. Otherwise, he would have been just sleeping next to Torne the whole episode. I carried him away and flew with him, which was pretty cool to get away from the explosion. Yeah. So that was neat. Yeah, so it's been really neat playing her. I love the background and stuff like that. We have episode 0s of characters too, so definitely go check those out if you want to see a little insight into the characters before they joined each other in the mission. So, tossing it over to our game master, who looks like he's still Pontifex.
No. Oh, I updated it. Did it not change?
Change it. He's the interrogator now. Oh shit.
Okay.
I don't know what that means. I'm a little scared.
All right, that's terrifying.
He changes his name every episode, so it gives us a little hint as to what we got in store for us. So take it away, Frank. Tell us where we can find you at, and of course, bring us into the story.
Hello, everyone. As you know, I am Frank, also known as Control-Alt-Frank, or you can call me Frank for short. It's short for Frank. As you know, you can all find me Discord, Twitch, Twitter, Control-Alt-Frank, branding. Today, as Maggie did say, I am Interrogator Frank. Anyone who played with us on Sunday will know why. As for everyone else, well, they'll just have no idea. Not until it's too late, of course. Last week, we had a very interesting time, I should say, with Gildo passed out on his friend, who's kind of just locked in his body at the moment.
I love you, Tyler.
Astara carrying their new friend, Carl, out of a building that was owned by the Inquisition. Well, supposedly owned by the Inquisition. There's no evidence left, as the building self-destructed, almost with Astara and her newfound friend in the middle of it. Luther, upon hearing all of the radio messages, watching the picked screens and the like, the security feeds cutting out as each street was somehow simply blacked out, security-wise at least. Rushing to their aid in a very nice land car as he speeds through traffic, the driver cutting people off, beeping their horn, taking every which shortcut that they can, all while going way over the speed limit. But we start with a faint buzzing noise, a ringing in the ears, as Torne, your eyesight, which was foggy, ever so slightly, begins to clear up a bit. The muffling noises that you can hear, somebody screaming, pulling a heavy weight off of you, as 2 orderlies attempt to not so much restrain, but remove the body of Gildo from your chest.
2 what?
Orderlies. Nurses, basically.
Oh.
Gildo, you were still suffering a little bit from blood loss, from pain, as this is all happening, but you're still semi-conscious at the very least.
That's true. Oh yeah, whatever happened? Hold on. What happened to that orderly?
The one that you knocked out for being
Yeah.
innocent and watching your friend.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I did
Nothing.
that.
They were unconscious for a long time.
That's fine.
Somebody went to go check on them, saw that they were unconscious, saw that you're unconscious on top of Torane's body, who's also supposedly unconscious.
Yeah. Okay.
They screamed, called for help, and now that help is attempting to remove you from the room.
What's going on?
Sir,
Get off me!
Sir, there may be a gas leak in here. We've found Carlos over here, unconscious. We must remove you from the room for safety.
How into it? Like how? Sorry, not into it. How
Very.
aware am I right now?
That's fully up to you.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm a military dude, so I'm pretty much used to getting snapped out awake and being ready. Then, I'd be like, "There's no gas leak, you fool. It's fine. You're just sleeping."
I
yeah,
imagine
I'm right
Torrent
them.
just.
I'd rather
you
tell
just
them they don't
hear-
know how to do their job, which sounds like more like
Yeah.
what I do. They're doing the obvious thing. They think it's right, but no, I think the better thing to do here would be to scold them and tell them there's no gas leak. And it's fine.
I imagine Torrent just kind of makes like a.
He's,
Yeah, and Gilda, you're able to hear on the various charts and the like, the slight rising of a heartbeat from Torrene as he's fully coming back to consciousness now.
good, because it's like, I'm not leaving without him. And yeah, and so he's like, we just hear the continual EKG machine thing of like the beep beep beep, heart, like just a heartbeat, like he's alive. Anything more than just the heartbeat? Could I hear him through his like mask of his groaning? Because that's more than I've heard of him in the past like 2 days or whatever.
All I know is Torrent is going to start trying to move, but I imagine he can't. Like there's like a slight twinginess if he's coming to. Obviously, I don't know how much stunned he is still, but I imagine it's finally filtering out of his system.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it wasn't. He was actually trying to say something. He just all he could get out was.
Yeah.
Also, is my pistol still in my hand, Frank?
No.
Oh, Frank dropped.
So we knew this was a potential thing that could
So,
happen.
yes, in fact, your pistol is in your hand, except it has been modified to be way more badass.
Oh, really?
Yeah, actually, it has 2 settings on it. One is insta-kill, the other is find my brother. So when you turn on that setting, guess who you find?
My brother.
Maggie. Surprise.
Maggie's my brother.
Yep,
Oh, snap. Oh, is Frank back?
it's canon now.
It's canon. It's canon.
Are you alive?
Possibly. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Perfect.
Your camera looks better too.
Everybody drop
Yeah.
camera except for Eric. Then Tyler, then Frank, then Scott.
My bad, sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Don't know what's happening.
What was the last thing you heard, Frank?
Did you pray to the machine spirits, Frank?
Yes, and I also turned the internet off on my phone as well.
Oh yeah, that might be. Well, if your internet goes.
It's not, but
Yeah.
it seems, causation, correlation, obviously that's what fixed it. That was also so I could message you on Discord.
Gotcha. Yeah, I saw that you said you were down.
Yeah, so the last thing I heard was Gildo sexually harassing Torrene.
That wasn't
no.
right.
No.
That was
Oh,
not
that doesn't sound
correct.
right. No. Okay, so to back it up then, I was saying I'm not leaving here until I know Tourne's okay. I was asking if there are any other sounds of him being around or like being cognizant. And
Yeah, and you can hear him
I'm debating in
grumbling
myself.
underneath
Yeah.
his mask.
And I'm internally debating whether or not I need to intimidate these orderlies away if they don't leave me alone.
The moment the orderlies are actually getting physical, they're trying to physically remove you.
Ooh, they're getting physical.
Yeah, no, they're not doing that. No, You don't understand. I need to be here for him. And yeah, I'm gonna fight him. Not like fight him off, but like fight them approach, like trying to drag me away. I'm not gonna like beat the shit out of them.
You're gonna like strong arm, like get around.
Yeah,
Like,
it's really like they're trying to force me away, right? They're like pulling me away, and I'm just like not getting.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I just picture
going with them.
Gildo holding on to like Torne's leg and arm.
No!
And they lift up his legs and like, no, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, and I imagine him just like he bunkers down, like just like tank mode.
Don't make me.
Yeah.
You don't understand. You can't keep me out of this room.
Yeah.
And they keep you out of the room.
This room has vents, which means I can get in it.
Yeah, make a quick athletics.
I anticipated what I was doing.
Yeah.
Oh, did you already roll it?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
It's a solid 4.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. That's exactly on
Yeah.
point for.
Oh no.
We lost a Frank.
For
Aw.
I like
Orderly decides that you are so manly that instead they're going to give you a shiatsu massage, right? A
Yeah.
gentle one, you know what I mean?
Good, I'm into
and then
it.
you're right, and they're going to allow you to
Continue.
stay inside the room.
Look at the
Absolutely.
face that he's locked
Yeah.
on too.
Yeah.
It cracks me
I
up.
know. It's so great.
So
It's
great.
so great. Like
Tell me more
screenshot
about this
that.
massage.
The worst part is like his internet was completely fine
Yeah.
for a while before we
Well,
started, right when we
Yeah.
started.
Yeah, of course it is. Of course it's fine. Of course it's fine until the moment it's not. Like this shit is so annoying.
Oh, no.
It's back though.
Every testing is
Well,
like, oh,
we'll-
it's fine. Everything's fine
We'll
until
try
you go
for a
live.
little bit longer, and if
It was perfect for
Yeah.
like the past hour
Yeah.
until right before we started, and now.
everyone again drop except for Eric.
Maggie, you're revealing who the good
Tyler.
duty here is.
Eric's just getting all
Frank.
the FaceTime today.
Frank.
Yep.
Yeah. I was like, did we lose Frank again?
No, I
was
hit the
like,
wrong
no.
button. I was trying to hit the right button
It's okay.
because I accidentally muted myself there too.
So, Frank, take it away. Gildo, you're feeling a lot more relaxed.
Yeah. No, Gildo, I'm not sure if you heard, but I'll repeat it all. Yeah,
Yeah.
you hit the number right on the head with it. So as you're basically wrestling with these two people, they're not used to having to actually restrain people. You're in, a very wealthy top tier hospital where everyone goes there for plastic surgery and life-saving operations, which they're paying top dollar for.
Right. Yeah. I remember this was like something super. This is like the Club Med.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're able to like knock one of them backwards, and you see him shake his head. It's like, sir, please stop resisting. We're only trying to help.
No, you don't understand. He's my friend. I need to make sure he's okay. And I'm not letting them take me out of here.
Yeah. And during this, Trina, you're able to feel.
You're really
Frank.
feeling something.
Torne's
Tar.
able to feel that he can suddenly move and pulls out his pistol and shoots everybody in the room except Gildo.
Uh-oh.
You don't
Bad
understand.
news.
You're resisting me.
Oh, it came back.
Hey, you're back. You're actually
back.
alive again.
Oh, you're frozen.
Yeah,
Now you're
what?
frozen again. Oh, we had bad news. Like somehow that part of the transmission got through, and then could you imagine like talking to a spaceship and someone's like, "Hold up, bad news," and like then it's just that's all you hear.
Yeah.
Just Frank, like the image of somebody, like it's gone.
Oh, I'm
Ugh.
writing that down
Back,
as
though.
inspo for,
Yeah.
for super space.
And it's just frozen.
Campaign.
It's just like in a Zoom call, just like I don't know,
So-
they're just stuck frozen.
So I've noticed that every time I try and do something, Frank goes away. So I'm just gonna type my stuff in chat for Frank.
No, don't
You
do
know,
that.
yeah, it's Tyler's fault. All right, I'm assuming I'm back.
What
Yes.
is
You're back.
that
You're
doing?
good.
Yeah, the funny thing is, it's Zoom that's giving me a warning now, like 5 seconds before it drops.
Oh.
Saying your
Because-
internet's unstable.
Yeah, it's saying.
Are you uploading anything to YouTube?
No, I'm not. I have nothing open except for Twitch and this.
Go yell at everyone else in your place that's using internet and be like, get off it, I need it.
They're hogging all the net.
Oh,
You have an Ethernet cable? Hardwire that shit, didn't they?
yeah. The router's
Never-
down in the landlord's room, so I'm not going to.
Oh, okay.
I wish I
You
could.
don't want to? Okay, no.
But I've been doing wireless this entire time anyway, so.
Oh yeah,
I have
okay.
No idea. All
Sorry.
right. So, we were saying, Tarana, you're getting all your feeling back.
Yeah, he's like trying to move, and I just imagine he's like slowly able to finally curl his fingers. Is his gun still stuck in his hand, or did they take that away?
They took that away.
Okay, where is it?
Not,
If you
not
didn't
here.
ask, it still would have been canon.
Hey, I play fair, Scott. So he'll be slowly like trying to move. I feel like even as he gains movement, it's like extremely taxing for him to be able to sit up, and he's just he can't get words out. He just gradually gets louder and is grunting as he gets vocal ability back. So you just
Yeah, I'd like to picture that you first try and sit up, you use so much of your strength, and then Gildo just gets slammed down on you by an orderly, knocking you back down. And he pushes them back again.
No.
Gildo.
T, it's me. It's Gildo. I'm here.
Yeah, I've known.
Listen, lots happened since.
Sir, please stop. The patient needs his rest.
I mean, I just stare at him. I am intimidating this point.
All right.
That what I'm saying with my eyeballs, explicitly my eyeballs, is only speak when spoken to.
Anytime when someone says
Yeah,
they're
easily.
doing something with just their eyeballs, I'm like, show me what you mean. How do you
Right. Well, it's that
do
thing. It's
just
like
your
I
eyeballs?
It's like that
can't.
side eye.
Yeah,
thing.
no.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
I need to
follow.
experience it.
You know what I mean?
For a
Just like
second,
that
I was like,
slow head
Palm
tilt.
look.
That slow head tilt. Like, are you serious right now that you would speak at this moment? Like that sort of thing. And
See, the feeling I got from that look was more of a smolder than an intimidation.
that's. I mean, that's
Yeah, that was
good.
definitely a smolder.
Those are my two. Those are my two
Anyway,
modes.
Smolder or
I'm either
intimidating.
smoldering or intimidating.
But yeah, as soon as you give this this orderly this smoldering look, he withers under it and kind of just you see him shrink a bit as he starts to back away. It's like I'll go fetch the doctor, and one of them leaves. The other one stays, but
Yeah,
like
fine.
hands up, being like, "Is it okay if I check the patient at least?"
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just gonna be here while you do it.
And
Where are we?
Some Medicaid facility.
Where's my gun? What happened?
You. I don't know. What do I tell you?
Well, I mean, it's good you're alive, but what's going on? It's almost like he has to catch
We're
his
done
breath
fighting,
after
yeah.
every word.
Yeah. I was thinking something like, I don't know. I probably wouldn't tell you that you tried to escape or whatever. You went on fighting them. Or no, I would. I wouldn't lie to you. I wouldn't lie to you.
Too. He would know
Yeah.
that part.
Yeah.
He just would know, like,
You
things
got
just
juiced
went
up by
dark.
about 13 stun guns.
Oh, that's a new record.
Yeah, you're gonna be pissing blood for a week, dude.
Shit.
It's all right. You took it like a champ. Or at least that's what the orderlies were telling me. I also was passed out at the time.
At least it's good to see you up.
Yeah, I got a message out to Astora and the team. I told them what I told you about why this place is so dangerous.
Oh yeah, you need to send that message.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did
forget
it.
to
I think
remind
I did it. I did it. I don't know. I don't know if it got through. I don't know. I just told them it's important, and I told them where we're at
Well,
because I think I did.
how long has it been? How long have I been out?
17 years. Just kidding. It's been about 2 days.
Tornado just kind of looks at you like, The fuck? How come you aren't healed yet? Almost like gullible, but like
well, when you when your guts are surgically reimplanted into you, you don't get to heal in 24 hours.
Right. 48 hours.
What's this this nurse person doing to me right now?
At the moment, they're not doing anything to you. They're over by just a entire wall filled with pick screens and the like, just making sure that your vitals are stable. It looks like there's a blood report that they're looking through that just like chattered out on like an old-fashioned typewriter as it was printing. Reading through it, like nodding slowly.
As Torne continues to get his strength back, he's going to start trying to pull stuff out of him and get up.
Yeah, and we just hear this long beep as you flatline, and the orderly like jumps and looks over to you. It's like, no, sir, please stay seated. Dr. Sasson said that you must stay here.
Fine. And who's Saison? Who the hell's that? Where's our star? Where's Luther?
I don't know who those people are, but Medicae Saison is the leading practitioner on this planet. He is the best that the Imperium may have ever seen in his work. Please allow him to treat and care for you further.
Torne is gonna like softly push them away and try and get up and probably like fall on the floor.
At that point, they're not like trying to stop you, but you just see the person watch as you drop to the floor.
It's just like a nice thud, and he's trying to get back up, because I imagine he has like maybe 30% use of his muscles, so everything's like shaky, everything's like weak, and his nerves are just not doing well in controlling his muscle ability, so it's like he's trying to push through all of that.
Yeah, and the person, after a couple seconds seeing you crawling around, reaches down to try and help you back up. It's like, sir, please, you won't have full function for another several hours. Your blood is still being detoxified.
Well, then make it mobile. Put me in a chair or something. I need to get out of here.
So
I don't need medical attention. It'll be fine.
Yeah, and Gildo, you did come in here in a wheelchair.
That's true.
So there is a wheelchair.
Yeah,
but
right.
Who gets it?
I mean, I give it to Torne. Torne needs it. Come here, man. I got him. Don't listen to this orderly. Here you go. And I'm gonna grab you on the shoulder, and I'm gonna like. It looks like I'm gonna like fireman's carry you out of here, but instead I just put you right into the wheelchair. There you go. And I'm just gonna hobble behind him and roll him out of here.
Perfect.
See, tip-top shape.
I imagine the doctor comes rushing in right when we get to the door.
Yeah, it's like not even as you guys get to the door. It's like right as you leave the actual room. Gilda, you see the doctor in his white lab coat. Looks like he rushed it on. He's in plain-looking clothes under it. Looks like he was going to go do something else. It's like,
Sure.
Gildo, what do you think you're doing?
Getting out of here, Doc. Thanks for your time.
Where's my stuff? We need to get that too.
Your stuff is in your personal rooms. You can have them delivered, but your friend requires an operation.
Who, me?
He's
Yes,
fine.
you.
I don't need no surgical tools. I don't need any of that.
No,
Fine.
he has a mass by his heart that must be removed post haste.
That's been there for years. I'm fine.
And the armor that's seared to his skin also must be.
That's nothing. Fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'll be fine. I don't need no stinking medical attention.
And this entire time, I picture that Gildo is just continuing pushing the wheelchair.
I have not stopped.
away.
Yeah.
And the doctor's kind of trying to follow you beat for beat. At this point, he's probably like speed walking or half jogging to keep up with you guys.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't allow him to leave. He requires surgery.
If you don't let me,
you
you're
yourself,
going to require
Gildo.
more than surgery when I'm done.
Yeah.
Oh, I've had plenty of
Patient's denying it. Thank you for your time, Doc. I'm just gonna get out of here.
Yeah, and you guys are pushing along. He is essentially badgering you guys all the way to the door.
I figure we're going to our rooms to get all of our stuff, if that's where our stuff is. Which Tornay wouldn't know where to go, so Gildo's pushing him. So
Gildo,
that's
you also
true.
don't know where to go.
I turn around. Yeah, I have to ask the doc. Where are rooms?
And it's practically an automatic response that he gives you without even thinking. Is the dormitories are down and to the left, one floor down.
Thank you.
Wait, no, sir.
I just imagine we're like running away from him, and then you like turn around and talk to him, and then go past him.
Yeah, you're not getting that surgery. We're getting the hell out of here.
Yeah, the Dr. Sachon is going to attempt to continue to verbally stop you. He's not going to attempt to physically restrain you.
Okay.
Hey, shut your face, or I'll shut it for you when I get my gun.
Sir,
I'm rolling this just for the hell of it. Hey, I earned us a glory.
Sir, I don't want to have to call the RBTs for this.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Call Astara. She'll agree with me.
Yes, I did have a conversation with her before. And I'm sure she would want your life to be saved.
I seem pretty alive now. I'll be fine.
You can tell he pauses. He thinks for a second of trying to think of how to convince you to get life-saving surgery and Gildo to also stay until he's healed from having his guts and lungs replaced.
Well,
but eventually you guys come across where he was motioning. It's a small elevator, basically, that goes down a single floor. You do have a chance to basically shut the door in his face, as there's only really room enough for 3 people in it. However, one of you is in a wheelchair.
If he tries to squeeze in, that's fine by Tornay. If Gildo wants to kick him out, that's fine.
Yeah.
As well.
Well, yeah, of course we're gonna be like, we're just saying, something to the effect of like, yeah, sorry, Doc, elevator's full, and it's like hold the door.
And you just hear as like the elevator door closes. But sir, and
can't hear you. Oh, sorry.
And you're greeted with just the silver backdrop of the elevator with a golden eagle with a scepter in its claws. As we flash towards Luther. Luther, you are still speeding towards where there's smoke rising.
I
Now,
was curious if he's gonna see the explosion or if he got there right before it.
It's like a good
little
question.
after it.
Frank's going to have me show up just in time to also be exploded.
Yeah.
But then I just make my saving throw and I'm fine.
All right, make a saving throw. Death check.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Nope, you die.
Huh.
I feel so honored, Frank. Thank you.
That's a pretty decent.
Do you just have that ready?
Of course I had that ready.
What?
It's a Scott killing.
Oh
It
my
literally
God.
says...
All it does is
Scott
roll
Killer.
criticals.
Yeah, exactly. That's all it'll do. Because I figured out how that works. Yeah, your driver, you can hear them gently cursing under their breath before pausing and saying, "Sorry, sir, it appears to be traffic up ahead. Vox channel saying that there was a gas leak in the hive. Aerial units inbound to assist in putting out multiple fires up ahead.
That's exactly where we want to go.
Wish I could go with you, sir. Unfortunately, and you see them kind of reach down and pick a data slate up, and it has a map of the hive in it. Unfortunately, sir, traffic is halted here, 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 and here. It appears to be cordoned off. I won't be able to get much closer.
We have the authority to go past any blockades. So I would say I have the authority to go past any blockades. Drive now. Even better than the end of last session.
And that's another glory.
Just so you all know, I just want to say this off camera.
by the way.
Off camera, I'm gonna scroll down to it or up to it. Scott rolled an 18 off camera, just like trolling, and we're
Casual.
like, "Holy crap!" That's the
Scott,
largest
You
roll
literally did
modifier
Yahtzee.
of 2.
we have ever seen in our
Because
lives.
I'm rank 2.
And we
Okay.
told him that we were like, "There's no way you're like, you just wasted a roll," and now he just did it again. And rolled a 19.
He double Yahtzeed.
It's true. Yeah, because Scott, you have the talent in that, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So we got 2 glory.
Is it rank
from
or
that.
half rank?
Oh no! That's how. It's my ability for being a fierce and respect.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, I give it to them
Being
too. I give them an ability too when they're within 15 meters of me. Yeah.
Frank, do you start with the 4 rune, or you just? Or...
no, I get it.
It's because I'm
first.
scary.
I roll something.
Gotcha.
Wow, yeah, no, that's actually a great
Wait.
fucking.
Did
power.
I add the glory or did somebody else? Because
I already did it.
Okay, I'll put it back. Thank you.
Okay,
I'm in charge of it.
Yeah, so you can tell the driver is they clearly want to fulfill the command, and they kind of look in front of them where it's deadlocked traffic. It's like, it's not the barricades I'm worried about, Lord. It's the others in front of us. I can attempt to maneuver. Do you mind damage to the vehicle?
No.
Casualty limit?
Drive.
And they nod their head, and you see as she turns onto the sidewalk.
Is she
and
gonna
just-
run people over?
Yes. She
Oh
asked for
my
casualty limit.
gosh!
And just lays on the horn as she avoids, things that are usually on the sidewalk, people, children.
Scott is
potted
so
plants.
Luther's so nice. Remember everybody?
And yeah, eventually you do come across what appears to be a Arbides blockade with what looks like several firefighters rushing towards the area where you can see the smoke rising. I can't run through them. However, you should be able to speak with them. Yes?
Yeah, this is like we're talking. I'm like I could get out and walk at this point, right?
Yeah, you're like 2 blocks away.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Honestly, I will tell him good job, and then I'll get out of the car.
And she nods her head and says, yes, Lord. Would you like me to stay for your return, or would you like me to return to your manor?
I look around. Do I get the impression that they're anywhere near around here, or like that's a terrible question. It's too open ended. That makes no sense. Sorry. Do I get the impression that they are going to be able to like park here? That there won't be any issues? That we'll be able to leave, or does it seem like? I just don't know what it visually looks like to make the call. Sorry. Oh no. Oh no.
I think he's frozen.
He says,
No.
actually, she goes, look, there they are. Get back in. And I'm like, yo, Mags. And she's like, yo! And she like dives through the window, but like
I just fly into it, like into a
flies-
sunroof. Yeah, we just fly into the sunroof. Yeah.
Is
but
Frank
then also
back?
crushes the person inside the seat so that she can take over driving, and Maggie shows off them sweet skills.
Is Frank?
I'm back.
no.
Do we need to pop
Oh,
our
he is
cameras
back on.
again?
Yeah,
there,
pop
Maggie?
off cameras except for Eric.
Oh.
Solo photo maquetala.
Tyler, Frank.
Sorry. All right. You get the impression of that they can park here.
Yeah, the park here that should be able to even get me out of here. Like,
You don't know the hive well enough. You can assume that she'll probably find a parking garage or a recap house or the like to.
I'll tell her to wait.
And-
yeah, I think
She's
in the
competent, so.
I think in the last episode, Ostara did over the comms say we got out.
But the question is, you're in a sewer. Did they hear you?
That's true. Did he hear me? Don't know.
And Luther, you're greeted with the sight of several dozen plainclothes Arbides officers dressed in dark blue uniforms with a Imperial Arbides symbol, which is a eye with scales next to it. And they one of them puts their hand out as you approach.
I will definitely take their hand.
Not to shake it, but
Whatever it is they're looking to do normally, I will do the normal thing.
yeah, they're it's the halt symbol.
Oh yeah, there you go.
So gas leak in the area will not allow.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Not a greeting, but like a
no,
stop.
like a stop.
I did not get that, Frank.
They put their hand out.
Yeah. They put their
Say
hand
stop.
up. God.
You just high five him.
Yeah. What's up, bro?
And yeah, he just tells you no civilian traffic due to gas leak.
I am the undercommissar or junior commissar. Here's my identification.
Yes, sir. I understand. I simply wish to warn you of the risks. My captain has informed us of your presence in the hive. You are free, however, we cannot judge whether there will be any secondary explosions or the like.
I say, thank you for your concern, and I'll walk past them.
Yeah, and you can see, like, he furrows his brow before turning to his partner as you walk by and just, like, whispering something under their breaths.
Okay. I'm going to make a perception check to see if I can hear what they say. But I'm not going to invest anything into it because it's totally not worth it. Where's perception? Awareness. Sorry, awareness. Oh, what? What the fuck?
All right, another glory.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
That is.
Seriously,
what
Scott,
is-
your
how are
rolls
you-
are crazy on this
I
show.
might go out.
What is
How do
happening?
you do this? How do you do this?
Hey,
How do
listen.
you-
Let's just say I have a friend over at Roll20.
His name's Eric.
He's got.
I
he's
ruin
got, like,
everyone's
spidey
rolls. That's not
senses.
true at all. That can't be me. You know someone else because I just ruin everyone's rolls.
Yeah, you can hear him whispering like, oh, Captain Horvath said he was crazy.
Okay, so nothing important. Cool. So I'll just keep walking, and do I? You know what? I don't know if I'm allowed to do this because you can shift with that, correct?
With what?
With my 10.
Yeah.
I would like to shift to see if this is allowed. Kind of like their tone. If this person seems like they're being insulting or just genuinely like reciting what they had heard.
Tone is not so much insulting you directly.
Mhm.
It's a mix between shock and a little exasperation.
A mix between what and exasperation?
Shock.
Shock and exasperation.
Like-
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I
Yep.
heard about this guy. He was crazy. I didn't think that was true.
Sounded like you said hawk because you froze in the middle of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Robo
I
Frank.
hope I freeze with like a really awkward face every time.
You do.
Some
We've
of
been
them-
taking
one of them was like
screenshots
this.
of them.
It was like,
Oh,
Yeah, there's a really
we
good
Yeah, it
should
was like,
we should screenshot them, make like a montage or like a collage. Sorry,
I
of
can
Frank's.
only hold that post
We
for
can
so
just
long.
have chat clip it.
Yeah.
It's true.
All right, so
That's a waste of clips.
I'm gonna head over. I'm not gonna just like straight walk into a building because it'd be dumb. It might fall on me. But I definitely want to start looking around the area and seeing if I can get any signs. But also on our Vox comms, I'm gonna reach out to Maggie and just say, because I don't think I heard that they got out or anything like that. So I'm gonna reach out to Maggie and what's that guy's name? Kyle or Carl or something like that.
who's
Carl.
Maggie?
Astara
I'm just kidding.
and Carl and I'll probably just like click. I click the thing and say, "Did you get out?"
Get that message?
We're all waiting
I think you
on the edge of our seat, Frank.
that face
We're
was
all
like a
Maggie.
like expression like, did you?
You got the message. You got the message,
Please.
Maggie.
Why?
Hey, Frank is back.
Hi.
Did you hear
Um.
anything, Frank?
Yeah.
Listen,
so-
when your camera does that, it makes me think like somebody's gonna come in the door behind you, and it's just like,
Yeah, it's kind of got like horror vibes going right
It
now.
like we're gonna be like,
does.
Frank, look behind you, but you like look the wrong way behind you.
He looks towards the wall instead of the door.
Like,
Holy
my
shit.
coffee maker.
Yeah, so Asara, we go from Luther to Asara's vision as we hear the running noise of sewage water going through as she walks one of the platforms in this sewer. And yeah, it's staticky, but you're able to make out Luther's message.
I'll use the comms again and be like, made it out on our way back. Oh, sorry, I have an accent. We made it out on our way back.
Location.
What is my location?
Sewer.
We're under the sewer.
I don't know if how they would phrase it, and if I would say what block, what quadrant, like
Yeah,
more
what block,
about
basically.
yeah, what block.
I say below the like. She says we're under the sewer, below the building.
You haven't gotten far.
We're going as fast as we can.
I look for a location around Frank that might be like a decent spot for me to meet up with her. So like, I don't know, 3 blocks east or something like that. Like, does there anywhere that looks like a decent spot where we can be a little bit removed?
At the moment, with the amount of just civilian traffic leaving where you currently are and people going to just basically be rubberneckers and watch what's going on, no place seems super secluded that you can tell. But make a quick awareness to see if you can find maybe a coffee house that's now closing up.
Man, I'm not going to get that 10 again.
No,
That's not
but,
bad.
yeah, there is a caf house that is still open. It looks like they're kind of shuttering up at the moment. They're a few blocks away.
Okay. So I noticed that coffee house. Is there, so however many blocks it is, I'm going to kind of like relay down to Astara and say, can you head XYZ? There's a place nearby where I can meet you.
I will try. We'll see what we can do.
In the meanwhile, I'll see what I can do about the cameras. At that point, I kind of want to contact Crystal or Chrissy Chris. Crystal. And because I imagine there's a way to communicate with, I don't remember, Jer. I don't remember if it's a boy or girl.
Who?
For Crystal.
Yeah.
It's a boy.
They're both
Boy.
boys. Carl,
So,
Crystal.
okay.
He has all the
so,
crystals on him. Remember, he was blinking.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
He's
Um,
an expensive body.
Yeah. He is.
Okay. So I'm gonna contact Crystal and say, more or less just say, give my whereabouts, and say, "Ooh, you still have the cameras about you."
Yes, sir. What would you like me to do? Many are offline at the moment. We have newscast reports of an explosion in the area.
How are the cameras looking over in location X?
At the moment, they appear to be active.
Well, we can't exactly shut those down. Can you find me can you see the entrance to, and I give them a place of business? And again, a location, whatever that might be.
The cafe one?
For the cafe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, Crystal acknowledges that they're able to see the entrance to it.
Okay. How about a back entrance?
I want you to make a roll for that, but I don't know what type of
Survival?
roll you would make. I want to say survival in this case.
Or would Crystal make a
How is
tech
he-
check?
How would you go about finding a back entrances? But would you be looking for it? Would you have already kind of prepared it because you spoke to some people before and knew about it? Did you
Yeah,
did you
'cause
intimidate
Staller
somebody?
has-
Like just
Yeah, Luther, you make a quick tech check for that. Let's find out.
Oh,
Yeah.
where's your god now, Luther?
Are you looking for yes or no?
4 is not bad.
Or it's pretty
what was
good,
that?
yeah.
Were you looking for yes, there is a back entrance, or no, there isn't?
I do, whether or not there's cameras looking at a back entrance. There might not even be a back entrance, but whether or not there are cameras looking in that direction.
Crystal just radios over again. Yes, it appears that there's a camera inside the block itself of these buildings. None directly looking at the exit, but in the yard behind it.
Thank you.
My pleasure, sir.
And then I'm gonna kind of head over to that area, and then again, I'm sure Maggie has her own thing she needs to do, but try to identify where this one camera is and see if there's ways to kind of step around it. Because I'm not too worried about me, though not being seen necessarily on cameras with Maggie at this moment is a good thing. But more like try to keep them out of sight because they're probably being hunted.
Yeah, and if you are basically, you're walking into the little park behind all these buildings, and Crystal just quickly radios, "Oh, sir, I see you."
And then we'll try to do like a bit of triangulating. Just like,
they would literally give you, turn 37 degrees to your right, look up by 73 degrees.
I kind of look around. I'm sure that
Yeah,
exact,
and you
it takes
turn.
takes a moment, and I'm like,
And then you see it.
yep, there's the camera looking
Yeah,
at
exactly.
me. And so then I can kind of plan accordingly. I'll step out of frame of the camera. I'm sure I won't do anything so stupid as point directly at it, but step out of the frame of the camera, and then I'll just wait for Maggie. Astara.
All right. And yeah, we go back to Astara. You've been walking for a little while now.
Flying, you mean?
Oh, flying, yes. And you kind of hear Carl just under his breath be like, "Oh, it reeks down here."
What did you expect?
Make a quick awareness check.
What? What? I have a
Not that
7 for this. How am I rolling?
wow.
Poorly.
Really? 2.
Yeah, it actually, you don't notice any exits for quite a while. You feel that you're getting further and further away from where you're supposed to meet up. But eventually you do notice what appears to be a service lift not too far away.
I just look to Carl and I'm like, do you see any other way out? We lost someone else.
Oh yeah.
How did we just lose Tyler?
I
Tyler?
don't know, but we
He's taken
did.
my place.
What is going on?
I don't know.
Internet.
West Coast is having an earthquake.
I
We're
wouldn't be
having-
surprised.
We're
I mean,
well, I'm West Coast.
I'm also
Me too.
West Coast.
We're on the West Coast.
Just I'm sitting pretty here, but we don't get earthquakes.
You get tornadoes and weird stuff.
Nope, don't get tornadoes either.
Are you in
The-
upper
He's in
New York?
Massachusetts.
I'm Mass. I'm in New England.
Massachusetts? Oh, you get nor'easters.
The only thing we get is douchebags.
They just come out of the weeds.
We did just have an earthquake like an hour ago, so. But that was a long distance from here.
Well, Frank, you are spazzing out, man.
I know.
Your camera's
I have
losing
no
it.
idea. It dropped that one time, fixed itself, and now it's doing this again.
Yeah, she looks at Carl and she's like, "Do you see any other way out?"
Dildo, you continue to play, Carl.
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 But I don't know why it stinks.
You're in the sewer.
Oh, well, sure. But I was wondering if that meant something else other than the obvious.
No, you're in a sewer.
Right. Just being in the sewer sucks. First, we almost got blown to smithereens, and I got thrown in the air with you, and now we're in a sewer. This sucks. This whole day is ruined.
Stop it. Don't act like a child. You see any other exits?
I don't know. We're in a sewers. I would certainly don't go down. Look, what's over here. Maybe
with
there's
me.
something this way.
We go. We'll go to the lift.
Yeah, that's a great idea. We'll just get a lift and get out of here.
We walk that way. Although,
We take the obvious way out.
apparently, is that Gildo that rolled that awareness, or is that
That's
re-rolling
me.
that guy's sheet?
Oh, I rode Gilda's. But I don't actually have
Oh, okay.
Carl's sheet
It's like-
open, so that you can't even count
That's
that.
fine.
Okay, I was like, that's a crazy awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah, we walked to the lift.
Okay, Carl's even better.
Well, that's
Never
even
mind.
better.
So,
Jeez, Carl.
you know what? Let's just.
You know, add
Oh,
that
that's
glory.
wait. That's athletics. I would. I
Oh.
can't even do shit. I'm so
Eric,
sorry,
what's
everybody. I don't know
happening?
what's going on. When am I? How do I even play
You
a
know,
role playing
it's
game?
okay
There you go, it's
because
four.
both me and Tyler
That's-
are having internet issues for whatever reason.
Yeah, I know.
He said his internet went down, by the way.
Yeah.
You're cursed.
At 11, though.
It's okay. I'll get another one of those.
Okay.
I mean, that was
Um,
fine with.
Yeah,
the nine.
we go to the lift, Frank.
Yeah.
Wow, Carl's stronger than me.
Yeah.
He's a
Not
beefcake.
emotionally though.
Not emotionally though.
Yeah. No, there's actual reasons for that. He's like specifically genetically augmented with cybernetics and the like to be a strong man.
Yeah.
He's not good at anything else though. But yeah, you fly over to the lift. It's rusted. It has a wonderful imperial symbol on it. Departamento Shitanorum in this case. And the doors creakily open up to this flickering light as you guys enter. You're able to get to the surface easy enough, but
Good.
you're in a unrecognized area.
Where are we?
Well, that's fine. Not the sewers, and that's what's important.
I don't know if that's any better. I don't know where this is. We should be careful.
Nah, this looks somewhere uptown. Or is it downtown? I don't know. Yeah.
Well, if neither of us know, we must figure out our way out.
Do you have anyone you
Here-
can contact?
We are gonna cautiously get out.
Hey!
Hey!
I'll drop. Everyone
Uh,
drop.
Everybody except for Eric has to drop camera again. Tyler.
Wait, actually, Tyler could have stayed on.
Yeah, Tyler could actually stay down. Actually, there we go.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome back.
solo.
Tyler,
Did
you're,
everybody
you're,
drop, or was it just me? I was like,
no, it was you. Your
was just
hair is
you.
running interference of the yeah.
you're right.
True,
You're
it's
right.
actually
Caught the-
affecting
caught
my
the web.
camera now. Yeah, so you guys seem to be not in the bad part of town at the moment. It just seems distant from where you want to be.
Yeah, we're just cautiously making our way out.
Specifically, Maggie, where do we want to be?
We want to get to the cafe. That's where we're headed.
Right. Okay. But now we have absolutely no idea where this cafe is.
You have no idea where you are at the moment.
Yeah.
And it's pretty barren around here, even though it's like a nicer part of town.
Yeah, it's relatively barren. It looks like you're in a habitation area, specifically a area where everyone lives.
Right. So is there something we can do to...
There is a landmark you can use, which would be the large pillar of smoke.
We're gonna walk back towards that way.
Yeah, it's about a mile or two away.
That makes sense.
Now that we're surface 2, I quietly say over my comms to Luther as well. We made it out of the sewers, but we are a little bit further away. Going to be some time.
It's not important that we met specifically here. I was just trying to be discreet. Where is it that you found yourself?
We're not sure.
Can we transmit location?
Over your earbuds? No. But you all should have like a personal data slate, basically like a little smartphone that you should be able to. The question is whether or not it's secure.
Gotcha. Okay, probably isn't then because we haven't gone ahead and set that up for ourselves yet. So, if you do not know, we can meet elsewhere. I came down here to make things easier, but it seems as though I should have just stayed behind. We can meet back at the castle if need be.
Very well, whatever you need.
It's not about what I need. It's more about sticking together. It seems as though you're out of the fire anyways.
Literally.
All right. I'm going to head back to my office. I'll meet you there.
Very well. I looked at Carl and I'm like,
yeah. What was that?
We're heading back. Not to where we just were, but back to the palace.
Why do we want to go back there?
Do you want to go back where we just were?
Good point. Lead the way.
And on that, we see both Carl and Ostara walking down the street as the street lamps flicker on as the sun slowly sets. And we go back to Gildo and Tirane. And we open up with your elevator door opening into a nice little, almost apartment-like area, but it still has that smell of sand.
Hospital.
Yeah.
Quick question, Frank.
Pine Sol.
Hello.
Seeing has Gildo had put my Voxcom back into my helmet. Just let me know when I hear them talking, or if I hear it and they were talking at the time. I'm just trying.
I assume. Yeah, Gildo, did you give him back his?
Yeah, I did. I would have done that when I went to his room.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It basically, you both are able to. Well, one of you is able to hear the conversation. Whoever has the Vox bead in their ear, because there's only one at the moment. The other is currently being repaired.
That would be Tirane then.
Well, no, yeah. So Tirane, you're able to hear their entire conversation. Do you keep Gildo apprised of what's happening?
If there's nothing going on and there's nobody around, he'd probably be like, yeah, it seems like Luther and Ostara are out doing something.
Yeah,
he's assuming that Gildo has his earpiece in still.
Right. Which I don't have.
Right.
So I had to use yours. Yeah, that makes sense because I was talking to the doctor and stuff like that. So it makes sense that you were like actually just listening in, like inadvertently, like it's just on in your ear, and like you just said we didn't really have a chance because you're like just stunned, and you just you know it's just like the channel in the room that it's just on, so you're just listening to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Are they on our way here?
What, you didn't hear that?
No, I don't have my Vox.
Oh, seems they're meeting at some cafe thing. Ostara was in some sewer. I don't know.
Sounds.
He doesn't
okay.
know what was going on. That's all he really got from that. So
Yeah, no, I know exactly. No, I'm also confused. Well, I mean, we got captured and sold as gladiators, so I mean, I guess the world doesn't really make that much sense anymore. Goodness, this whole place is gonna be wasted in a little bit.
Oh, speaking of which, when we were in the palace, I think I might know where a ship is.
What?
Some guy managed to bump into an old friend of mine, surprised he was on this planet, and said he knew the whereabouts of a ship for us to get off this place. I can't remember exact details. Things are still fuzzy from that, but yeah.
That might be our way off this rock. But we also might be getting another way out too.
Another way out? What's she talking about?
A friend's coming.
Oh. All right. The friend you wanted to call, is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Frank,
Well, at least I hope the message got out. It sounds like it. They told us it did.
That's yeah. Go ahead.
Right, because I heard the thing was at dawn. Right, I heard the message. A star told me that relayed the message to me in the.
Yeah, I was sorry. Did you relay the message? No, she did not.
Yeah, because she was locked in that room. She tried to relay it, but nothing came back. It never came through.
You told me the thing that
I don't think I would say it
thing
over
comes
the
at dawn.
comms.
You didn't tell me the message about the thing arriving at dawn.
I don't think I would have said that over the comms. Because you seemed pretty adamant on it being.
Okay.
I also think from the VOD she actually did try to do that, but she was locked in the messaging room.
Okay, maybe that's what it was. Okay,
because of those things.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Thanks for refreshing it.
Yeah.
Okay. So so I wouldn't know. So then I guess I'm just speaking optimistically. Well, I can only hope that the stars never let us down. So yeah, they're on their way. I know it. I can feel it in my new guts.
Yeah. And
Gotcha.
you guys are easily enough able to find your rooms, as it's literally labeled emergency guest room and then your names.
Ain't that convenient?
Our names are on rooms? What is this? Wait, are we slaves to this doctor or something? Is this...
Not this doctor. We were sold to someone else. It's not exactly clear. I think.
All I know is I pulled up my gun and then I was frozen.
Yeah. Well, I woke up in an operating room, so it's not that different.
No, I mean, that's fair. I was kind of carrying you out of there because that thing messed you up real good. Like, I was just happy you made it out.
Yeah. Amen, brother. And let's get our stuff and get out of here.
Yeah, and you guys are you can easily take all your stuff from the room. It seems like everything was cleaned in the meantime. They didn't take any clothes, unfortunately, but there is clothes that you could steal. But yeah, all your personal belongings are here.
Wait, they cleaned my weapons?
Yeah.
Tarane is actually going to be pissed about that. God dang it. Somebody messed with my guns. I hate when people do that. These are mine. I know how to clean them just right. Something's probably messed up.
Sure, that's the reason you're only going to rule complications. All right, but yeah, you guys are easily able enough to gather your stuff. And the exit is actually clearly marked. There are people that are wandering around, just doing their daily business in hospital-wise, but no one's going to try and stop you. You every now and then you see a couple orderlies. You can tell immediately that Gildo, they know about you and they're keeping their distance.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So the doctor didn't end up coming down on the next elevator and we saw him after we got all of our stuff?
No, he kind of just gave up on you guys, more or less.
Well, now that Tarane has his guns, he wants to talk to the doctor.
I mean, you can try and find him.
Hey,
Just get out of here.
Where's Salsa McGee, whatever that doctor's name is?
Dr. Salieri is not here at the moment. He's on R&R and a personal visit.
That's not true. He was just upstairs.
No, he's been on vacation. Saliani is not here anymore.
Wait, who's that whatever doctor we were talking to?
Don't know, sir. There's multiple doctors that work here.
Whatever doctor operated on this guy. Gesturing to Gildo.
And he looks at Gildo. He pulls out a data slate, takes like a picture, looks at it, waits for the information to load. Oh, that would be... oh my gosh, he was operated on by Dr. Sachon.
Yeah, that guy, Salsa.
Sachon. He is the world's finest doctor.
Cool, I don't care. I just want to talk to him.
I don't know where he would be, sir.
Well, go get him. Tell him we're about to head out. Go get him.
Yes, then your name?
He's gonna pull out his gun and just be like, "Go get him."
Yes, sir. And you see the person like walk away towards a desk before picking up a basically a telephone and just speaking to it. Dr. Sasson to desk 34. Dr. Sasson to desk 34. And you guys hear the intercom repeat that. And you guys wait, and then you see the doctor walking down the hallway towards you guys. It's like, yes, what could I do for you too? I see you have your things. I assume you are on your way out.
Yeah, you got a med pack or Medicaid pack here that I can use just in case this guy busts open again.
Oh, a Medicaid pack. Ooh, that might be difficult to come by here.
You got something?
Oh, I have a lot of things.
What's it? I'm just waiting to hear what.
Yeah, no.
Waiting to hear from the doctor.
That is the doctor.
Yeah.
He's sassing you pretty hard.
Listen, Doc, are you gonna get in our way if we try to get out of here?
Look, as I see it, I bought your freedom from a far worse fate. You are free to go. I simply care for your well-being at the moment.
Is he lying?
You can do an insight.
Why would he? Because why would anyone do anything nice for us ever?
Yeah.
Insight, my best ability.
It's all right. I got you.
I mean, that's still a glory.
I still got a glory. Oh wait, this is Carl.
Oh yeah, you rolled his card.
Oh,
I'm just. It's
you
the same
rolled
though.
your character. Oh, really? That's actually.
Wait, no, I have a little bit better insight.
Yeah, you're both able to tell he, a little bead of sweat forms on his forehead. But you're not able to tell exactly. He's definitely being sassy, but you can't tell why he's being nice to you. Possibly Hippocratic Oath. He's a doctor.
Why are you being so nice to us? The only people who've ever been nice to us have betrayed us.
Sir, there's no reason for me to purchase you at great expense to myself. Aside from using you in the fighting pitch, which I personally have no use. I was assured, though, by your commissar that you would be at my beck and call for anything that I would need, say, going into the battlefields to seek the wounded. I would need guards for that. And that is, in truth, the real reason I patched you up. I do require well-trained and highly skilled warriors to protect me when I do make my rounds around this planet.
Torrene is gonna turn to Gildo and kind of he won't see it, but Torrene's smiling and he's gonna grab his weapon and be like, "All right, well, I'm gonna protect you now. You're coming with us."
No, sir,
we're going. There's an important mission at hand. We need a doctor for it, and we're gonna protect you because you don't know it yet, but I know it. And there's a secret mission.
Let's go, Doc.
We need to go.
Yeah, so he is going to resist this.
Hold on, I want to roll my deception roll.
Deception?
Because I'm trying to deceive him like I've been sent on a mission to retrieve him all of a sudden.
That's like difficulty 8.
All right, cool. I could get it.
That's an intense difficulty, and Maggie ghosted.
Oh, yeah. I also used a
Maggie
Wrath
did
to
ghost us.
reroll.
You can't say that.
Maggie's
I
camera
meant
broke.
to say it before I did that.
Oh my god, we are
Yeah, nice
having
things.
the best luck, guys. Did Maggie's camera actually break?
No, because
No?
we still have the background.
I'm gonna assume yes, it broke. We lost
Or she
Maggie
just
forever. Or she got sucked into a void.
It's true.
She's lost in space. Oh,
Well, we're
she's
just having
back.
good
Oh.
luck tonight. Okay. I
So,
saw
Maggie, you heard
steal
me
that
say
Wrath.
I used a Wrath
Maggie,
to reroll
you
that,
just
right?
throw them.
What?
Yeah, Wrath to reroll, right?
I'll allow it.
Yes. Haha, an 8.
All right. It's not so much that you're deceiving him. It's more of he's afraid you're the danger if he doesn't go.
Oh, I already removed a Wrath. I gained 1 from refusing medical attention.
Yeah, he furrows his brow and looks at you. It's like, and I don't understand, but I fear you cause more havoc here if I do stay.
Yeah, and then you can watch after this guy's stomach and all. You're our Medicaid pack. He just grabs him and starts going.
Yeah, and he's very reluctant, but still going to go with you guys.
I imagine Torne's like grabbed his shirt and is like somewhat stumbling, trying to walk now, getting muscle feeling back.
Yeah, and you guys are able to leave the hospital. Where are you guys going?
Wherever they're gonna try to go, wherever. Once we get outside, Torne is gonna hop on Voxcoms and just say, "Luther, Star, we're getting out of this hospital. Where do we need to meet up?"
Oh, you're all right.
Can barely walk. We're fine. We're fine. We just. Gilda told me we need to get off this planet like now.
I am on my way back to the palace.
Unfortunately, the two of you are currently owned by the proprietor of that hospital.
You
Fortunately-
hear Torne kind of chuckle.
I say, fortunately, the owner of the proprietor of that hospital happens to be a friend of ours. Things will be arranged, and we can see you tomorrow.
Yeah, and Luther, you hear in the background the doctor who you are referencing is speaking in the background, asking, "Oh, is that Commissar Luther and his friend Estera?"
Oh, that hurts.
My heart is crushed, man. I thought we had a thing, man.
He talked more with Luther than with you.
Luther is
yeah.
very chatty.
Torne would be like, "Yeah, I get the picture. He's with us."
Oh, yeah. Could I speak with them? And he holds his hand out, expecting you to actually give him the communicator.
Tirane just kind of stares at him, like, and then just tilts his head and be like, "Just talk loudly. You can hear you."
Master Luther, they've kidnapped me. Help!
Okay, I say.
And he literally says that into your ear, Tirane.
I respond saying, "Do you understand the ramifications of those actions? If things go sideways, we could have. Could we return this man to his home?"
It's true. He lives there.
At that, he's you hear Tirane kind of look at Go to be like, "He want us to take him home."
Yes, please let me leave. I'm sure that my own security team will be able to protect me well enough from whatever it is that you are protecting me from.
How much damage did you do there?
We haven't hurt anybody except for Gildo.
Genuine surprise. No.
Tarane will be like, no damage. We didn't break anything.
Nothing
We
permanent.
get this,
Yeah.
we get this picture of this poor nurse, like with her head wrapped up.
Things can change if we don't get out of here pretty soon. I mean, I don't have my box on, so this is just stuff.
Could you do a slight favor for me, Tornay? Could you ask the good doctor if he's willing to allow me to borrow his 2 servants for the day?
What?
Exactly as I said.
Luther said something about borrowing some servants from you.
Yes, tell him yes. He can have you indefinitely for the time being.
Hey, Luther, tell him to give us a med pack. He seems to listen to you.
I'm sure we can make all other arrangements here. Why don't we get the man comfortably home and then join me back in my office?
Either way, as long as he comes with us in the end.
What? Trying to steal this doctor?
Yes.
I'm actually confused. I say, could you repeat that?
Nah, we just, he's got an important mission. We gotta take him with us.
I can't make sense of this. Would you like to try, Gildo?
Makes no sense. Yeah, my thing's not in.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's
I the
posted.
PC knew, but yeah. So you don't respond, Astara?
What do you want me to do?
Do you have any clue what he's trying to say?
What are you trying to say, Torane?
That he's coming with us.
But why?
Because he's coming with us. He's our med pack now.
He is not from Wolfenstein.
That is the exact opposite of what we've just been
Wonderful.
discussing.
Wonderful.
Von der Wolfenstein. It's actually a better name.
That's actually a pretty cool name.
I love Wolfenstein. That whole
I love
series is
Wolfenstein so
amazing.
much.
That's probably what's
Except for
on
the
my
latest
head,
one.
sorry.
That was not a good game.
Dorne's just like, listen, I used my last Medicaid pack. Doctor could be useful. That's all I'm going to say.
We can get
We are not kidnapping high-ranking officials.
Listen, I could barely walk. I can't lean on
Tornay, you belong to that man.
I don't belong to nobody.
Tornay, you legally belong to that man here on this world. Now, things can be changed, but we need to play nice. Make sure the man gets home safely, and then come back to my office. We'll all discuss things and make sure that things end amicably for the 5 of us.
After you say that, you just hear Tornay go, yeah, whatever, and just hit click.
Well, so when he turns off the Vox, I'm just like, Astara, he could ruin everything.
Immediately, Tornay is going to look at the Dr. B. Hey, Doc. Luther told us to give us a Medicaid pack and make sure we get that Voxcom back to Gildo.
Yes. Surely, I'll have those delivered to you.
Cool. Where do you live?
In the hospital. That is my mansion. That is my villa.
All right. He just kind of lets go.
And I'll say back to Luther, I'm like, probably, but we have worse troubles to worry about. Hopefully they make it back to the palace before whatever it is that's going to happen is going to happen. I'll let you know what I heard once we get together again.
You being rather, I was sort of looking for, I can't really think of the phrase, but yeah, you're being rather vague. I hope things aren't as bad as you're making it sound.
Well, as soon as we saw that letter, we knew things were bad.
I nod to my Voxcom. There's just, I just don't respond for a couple of seconds, and I say,
like I said before, when I was in there, I felt something, and it is not good. And that letter, well, it does not reassure me of the situation. And now these, well, Let us meet up. It is best we do not talk about this over comms.
I say, see you shortly.
Then you just hear me go, Carl, what are you doing? Hurry up.
Run away from the kidnapper.
Guys,
Hold on.
I'm so lost.
I'm gonna pose with my
Star.
athletic.
Star, where are you?
I win.
If anybody else wants to see grapple
No.
checks happen, don't forget about it Wednesday. No.
Ooh.
Carl.
Carl,
very good one.
like
Books
bear
it.
hugs the
He's
two of you and he's like, noogie time. I'm the annoying uncle.
Yeah, so Carl, where are you? I'm just tight.
Cousin tight.
So, no, I'm probably still with Astara. It's just a question of like,
we're
I was
walking
just
back to the
joking
house.
that like I got distracted by the sights of the city, so it's, I looked around and then I freaked out for a second for Carl. It's like wait, and then Astara's finally there. God,
Yeah.
I mean Carl has been going through some things ever since the Inquisitor person handed them a bag full of explosives, expecting them to die. Okay, so like they've been having a lot, and they haven't been able to sleep yet. So they're like, they're
He's having a
fraying.
day.
Yeah, they're fraying a little bit.
You know, he's used to being big and intimidating, and
This is the second
That's
day as like a bodyguard or whatever.
yeah, he's used to being a bodyguard. This is some wild stuff that he's going through.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, he's used
exactly.
to intimidating thugs and people who don't want to pay up their bets.
Yeah, so like to this for like compared to like Gildo Stern, who's like an absolute PC badass, Carl is just like more normal.
I don't want to be here.
Yeah,
Like,
like whiny and weird and temperamental and doesn't think he can do it.
yeah. So, Astara, Carl.
Mhm.
I assume you guys are. How are you trying to get back to Luther's villa?
I think we walk for a while and then we'll get in a car and we'll head back.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can easily find a basically a taxi, which would take you back for a modest fee. You are going up to the upper hive after all.
Mm-hmm.
So the taxi itself would cost a little more. Yeah, you guys are. It takes you a little while, a couple hours, simply because of whatever reason. There's a lot of traffic.
Traffic, yeah.
Who would have guessed? But everyone, or at least Astara, Carl, Luther, you're able to make it back to the villa easily enough. Gildo, Tirane, I assume after letting go of your kidnapping victim, you would also be able to, funny enough, make it there before the others, as you are simply closer.
I don't know if we would actually be able to get back into the palace, given.
No, you'd be stopped by the guards, but you'd be able to generally get in that location.
So I think Torne and Gilda would probably talk about that before we got there, whether we would actually head towards the palace. Hey, Gildo.
Yeah, boss.
I'm not the boss, you're the boss.
Sure, boss. Whatever. We're still about a few clicks out of to the palace.
Yeah, but I don't think we'd be well recepted there.
Well, I mean, isn't Luther meeting us there?
I mean, yeah, but I don't know if we should head straight there, if we should try and find a different meeting grounds, you know? I heard some bad things about the officials here when I was running. I got to spy in on one of them. They're in
Yeah, I know.
cahoots.
Figured as much. Those damn Xenos. Listen, we can trust Luther, and if that's where Luther's at, that's where we need to get to. We need to meet up with. We have to link up with the rest of our squad if we're gonna survive.
All right. What do you think about
If that means it's in the sewers, if that means it's a palace, don't matter. We got to link up with our squad.
Well, what about the old vehicles we have back in the hotel garage?
Cut to like 17 like late fee notices on them.
Tornay's just like sitting there like, I mean, I did get us a tank.
We flash back to that traffic officer just like with his little booklet just looking at this thing like confusingly, then slapping a notice on it.
It's not a bad idea.
Perhaps it could be useful to buy us time if the ship doesn't get here in time. I don't know, but seems like a waste to have that tank and never shoot it. Tornay kind of laughs.
I don't know. I kind of leave it up to you if you want to get the tanks. Because I feel like I would much rather just go to Luther. Like for me, Gilda wants to reunite with the rest of the group. Like after being lost for so long, I haven't seen the rest of the group in like 5 days. I've been knocked out, and then we were fighting, and I got lost in vents, and ever since I was lost in vents, I haven't seen anybody. And so like linking up together is like reuniting is my number one thing.
Yeah,
we miss you too.
Yeah.
Which is
we just
fine.
see outside
Tornay
of
was bringing up the tank as a joke.
Luther's window. We just see all the familiar people walking like on the side of the road as Luther's fabulous car drives by. Luther, that you can stop if you want, or you can completely ignore them and make them walk the rest of the way.
Oh wait, so he sees us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we're discussing about getting a tank or getting a ride to the palace.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
do they have the doctor with them?
Did you guys take the doctor with you?
No, the doctor, we let go.
Okay.
We went back into the hospital.
Are they carrying a med pack?
No.
No, he said that he would send it to them.
Okay. In that case, I'll tell the driver.
in that
guys,
case,
like
keep going.
just stumbling, like.
I'll tell the driver. Well, how covered in blood are they?
Not.
They shouldn't be.
Tornay wouldn't be at all.
So then I tell the driver, pull over for these two.
Yes, sir. Would you like them in yours, or would you like a partition between you? They seem riffraff.
Definitely a partition.
And you see she, taps a couple buttons, and next to you, just a wall slowly rises up. And she pulls the car to the side of the road, rolls down her window for you both, and says, I've been ordered to give you to a lift.
Tornay looks at Gildo and it's like, you know this guy?
Do I recognize them?
No. She exits the vehicle, and she's dressed in a relatively nice outfit, but you can definitely tell that there's augmented cybernetics like on her back that would connect to the car whenever she sits in the driver's seat. And she opens the rear door, which is like 2 doors down, as this is a small limousine, more or less. Both of you, please enter. The commissar would not be pleased if you disobey.
Commissar. Luther, you in there?
Can I hear them? I don't know how big the partition is.
If you want to, you can hear them. There's basically microphones on the side that you would be able to hear from.
Get in the car.
Wait, do we hear like is this in the black limousine? Is like the do we hear the is like the window, like the tinted black window, like comes down just a little bit, and we just hear your voice, and like we just see your hand or something?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Okay. Get in the car, losers.
Because Tornay had his hand on his pistol, ready to be like thinking this was a trap by the palace.
Yeah, right. Me too. Yeah. We're like, we're dead. Okay, cool.
Mind you, I feel like I'm driving by my friend as they're doing the walk of shame, and I'm like, oh, I'll save them the hassle.
Aw.
But also not be seen with them.
So Torne would climb in once he recognized that was Luther.
Yeah, and as both of you climb in, she slams the door shut behind you. You're greeted to a lush inner environment, actual leather seats, a small minibar in it as well, and we end on the scene of the driver getting back in, leaning back and reconnecting her cybernetics to the car. And the screen goes black as we see her hands slap on the wheel, and you guys tear away again.
Get in the car, losers.
Let's get in the car, losers. That's the name of the episode.
Yeah, get in the car, losers.
Like that episode name?
I like that.
title.
Yeah, that's a pretty good episode. We're gonna take a quick 8-minute break. Stretch your legs. Get yourself some water, whatever your needs be. Stand up a little bit. We'll return with us in a moment. If you are enjoying the show, definitely give us a follow here. You can follow me in all the places Margaret Crone so that you can get updates whenever we go live every Monday here, twitch.tv/Margaret Crone, 7 p.m. PST. We will also be uploading this to YouTube, so if you're just tuning in right now and you missed the first half, we'll be having it over there, so you can subscribe to Margaret Crone Plays over on the YouTube channel. And of course, if you're feeling super duper generous, you can subscribe to us right here, twitch.tv/Margaret Crone. That helps support and pay the cast. And if you're super duper generous, you are welcome to donate, and that also goes towards helping pay the bills. So thank you so much, and we will return shortly with some more Warhammer. Loose. Welcome back to part 2 of episode 14 of Unsung Fury. I think we're calling this Get in the Car, Losers. Just kidding. Maybe though. Who knows? We'll see what other eventful things happen in this episode. I'm sure there's only more to come.
Where's Carl?
Yeah, where's
Also
Carl?
in the car.
Always.
Carl in the car. No. So tossing it over to you, Frank. Take it away.
Yeah. Luther, you just hear over a little loudspeaker in your small cabin in this car, your driver asking if you would like her to initiate fox jamming and anti-listening protocols within your vehicle.
Okay. I say yes, with all the confidence of somebody that always knew that was an option.
Yeah, and we see on our
before
camera-
I say yes, can I roll a tech check or something to know that that's not bullshit?
Yeah, sure.
Or is that common knowledge that that's not bullshit?
That's also going
honestly-
to block out Ostara's transmissions. Right?
Yes.
That's
But that's okay.
Ostara's a
You would
big
know
girl.
that
You can
it's-
trust her.
I'm a big girl, yeah.
It's not unheard of.
I mean, you're a
Ouch.
commissar. You have
Yeah.
privilege to so much shit.
No,
Yeah.
this is definite. She's definitely telling the truth. Whether this vehicle has it or not, you haven't inspected it, but you would guess just from the type of vehicle this is, it's a relatively very expensive vehicle. It most likely would have these capabilities.
So yes.
Yeah, so we see her flipping a couple switches, and Luther, your windows suddenly tint completely black.
Wait, how blood covered is this car?
Not at all. She's
Okay.
a really good
Why
driver.
would there be blood?
Because they went on a sidewalk and commit.
Yeah,
And
Oh, okay.
and
Yeah,
they have the
vehicular
license for running things over.
pretty much.
You said, what is it, vehicular manslaughter capacity or something?
Yes.
It's like the dial.
Honestly, I should have
High
told her.
level vehicular manslaughter.
I should have told her. You see those two right there? 10 points each.
10. Psh.
I would have knifed that car so hard.
Hard knives you back.
Yeah.
Um,
You no knife car knives you.
yeah, and Luther, you see she rolls up the partition between you two, and you would be able to either talk with or completely ignore the other two people in your car.
Yep. It goes up, and I'm just going to say, gentlemen,
Heard it's been a while.
too long. Yes. I'm sure there's a lot of details that we need to go over pertaining to a bit of information that Ostara has, combined with the information that you have, Gildo. And we'll go over those things. We may have even more privacy back at my office. But for now, just to fill you in on exactly what happened after that event that you miraculously succeeded at. And I kind of just want to go over, Frank, like a quick little rundown of what had happened and who that man is. And without so much as saying, like, he can give me the powers, I want to be like, he has the authority to do things like, say, like the mental stability is of the current commissar is unfit for office. Like, I kind of like mix that in there with a list of powers that man has, hoping that they pick up on the significance of this. I don't know exactly how thick their skulls or helmets are, but
Yeah, that's totally up to you guys. Whether you pick up this guy is the princeps medical officer on this planet. Like, he is the richest and most powerful doctor. That's totally up to you, because Luther, it sounds like you're not spelling it out for them. You're making hints for it.
I don't know if this woman is listening or not. So I'm just trying to be as I'm being. Well, I don't know that. So
Okay, well,
I'm saying it, but putting it between things. It's kind of like one of those. Hey, Tyler, read between the lines. One of those.
Yeah. I
The
was
lens
just
in my
messing with
penis
him.
Mhm.
He said he owned us, so I was like, I wanted to make it so like we owned him. Show him who had the real power.
Unfortunately, him.
Or so you think.
I don't argue it.
Speaking of which, you guys got my Voxcom message about what I spied in on before said battle occurred, right?
I believe I did too. Okay. Then I just say yes.
All right, Gildo, lay down what's all going on, because you guys have apparently been doing stuff without me.
Xenos, man.
I
They're
shake my
here.
head. I shake my head as he starts saying Xenos. I shake my head and say, Gildo, let's wait until we have a star with us.
All right, man. Whatever you say. I'll give you a little nod.
Yeah, and
I just go
as you
back to
guys-
shaking my head, wishing I had a cigar.
Oh.
And
Hey, hold on.
I'm
Yes.
like looking out the
This is
window
a well-stocked
longingly.
it is.
Kamasa's car. Should we all have a cigar?
Yes, there's a mini bar. There's.
Oh,
probably-
I'm so sorry. You have a helmet on. The two of us have a cigar. Sorry, Mando. So we each have a cigar. This is the way.
You just hotbox him.
It's fine. You just see him replace his filter on his mask.
Yeah, and
Xenos, man.
Luther, as you're like going through and looking, there's also several different types of narcotics here.
No, thank you.
Oh, is there something that can help us?
I mean,
Anything you can fashion a med kit out of?
Is there like an upper, because I was just on downers from being stunned.
I'm going to give you a blood transfusion from Cristal in a little bit. You'll be feeling randy.
true.
Give me a body transfusion. I'll be Crystal from now on.
Crystal does have several auto injectors internally for that stuff.
Whatever your kink is, Cristal's down.
Yeah. But you guys pull into the garage. The garage, of course, filled with several luxury vehicles, clearly meant for the commissar's use for whenever they wish. Luther, this might take you back a bit, though, because commissars are supposed to have no vices.
Mm-hmm. I'm not surprised.
And
I know who the current commissar is. But
Yeah.
go ahead.
It's just, yeah, you've kind of just had a lot of luxuries, which you would usually shun.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys arrive back. Are you just going right up to your office, or?
So when we get out of the car, I do want to lean over and have a conversation with a girl really quickly.
With the driver?
Correct.
Yep. Yeah, she gets out of the car, opens the door for you.
When I get out of the car, I say, perhaps it's a failing of mine, but it's difficult to impress me. You, however, did. If you're looking for a little bit more directed work, let me know.
Yes, my lord. I will be at your service for any of your vehicular needs. I'm well trained and versed in several different modes of transportation, including combat vehicles.
I'll nod when I hear her say including combat vehicles and say, rest
How
well.
do you feel about tanks?
Yeah.
Tornay would
Listen,
actually.
listen.
If Tornay could hear this conversation and be like, "Hey Luther, we got that tank I got for you."
He's one of those people that's like, officer, did you know we got these tickets scalped? Scalped! Is that great? Like, oh.
Yeah, she would actually turn to you, Trane, and kind of scoff. Not this local planetary rabble vehicles. They are not true. Well, you've seen them. You're off-worlder, just like me.
How long have you been stationed here?
Wait,
About
off-worlder.
15 years, at the Commissar's behest.
I'm looking to have more discussion with you later on. Again, rest well. You'll be summoned soon.
Yeah, I can.
At your will, my lord.
He pulls out his pistol. He's messing with Luther at this point. Being like, I can get her to come with us.
I ignore him. I'm an uncle, you know, and a dad. I know how to handle children.
Ronnie, going timeout right now.
Oh, no, that's easy. That's why I just call the palace guard to collect the servant for the doctor.
Hey, Tornay's been stunned for 2 days. He's got to get his fill of messing with people and stuff out like he did early on in the campaign.
Also true. But
we'll head back to the office from here.
Yeah.
Oh, what's her name? What's her name or designation or whatever?
So her name is, I have it written down. Where is it? Alana Owl. With it.
Alana Owl?
Alana Owl.
Alana Owl.
Yeah, put it down in personal.
Because I wasn't sure if I wanted to say Owly, but I'll just go with Owl.
I did not spell it the same way. How do we never spell anything the same way? I did
because I do
I didn't
fancy
spell
writing.
it that way either.
I do fancy Warhammer writing. If you spelled it
That's
with an E,
true.
that would be Elena.
You're spelling it in low Gothic.
Yeah.
That's true.
You
do
spelled it
normally
with an E. I spelled it with an A. Alana. You wrote Elana.
Oh, you're right. I was thinking you guys were going to do the second E.
I also spelled it with an A and 2 L's.
So,
Oh
is
no,
a
I spelled it with
schwa.
2 N's, sorry. I did
Oh.
ALANNA.
Alana. When vowels do something called a schwa, which they say the sound.
Can we get the schwa upstairs?
No, she doesn't want to go with you anymore.
Not her. I don't want her.
Yeah, so are you going
My ship has already sailed. Okay, Frank?
publicly or not publicly for that? For going up to your office?
Yeah. If there are servants,
It's not just servants, it's also people who will badger you about the paperwork that you just took a several-hour break from.
You have like
Well, I
this
don't-
huge line of people waiting
Yes.
for you in your office.
I don't care about them. They can
But
see me come
wait,
by.
no, he did tell Crystal to cancel all his meetings
Mhm.
for the rest of the evening.
And those people, a lot of them are going to stay.
I don't mind them seeing me, but for the two of them, I would tell them to take the servant tunnels, which might inevitably have them come to the front door of my office, which is fine, but just
it'll
not to
be
walk
like a
through the
side
grand.
passage.
Yeah.
But you guys would easily be able to.
They know them from the last time they were inside the castle, don't they?
Not
He's
you
like,
guys.
I'll stick to the vents.
Yeah, I'm only familiar with the robot kill droids.
But you two take the servant tunnels. You're greeted by multiple people who are clearly servants, maids, cleaners, a chef or two walking by, and just basic workers. Most of them pay you no heat.
Hey, chef, I'll take some food.
Yes, may I have your name? Your room number?
Just send it to Luther.
Yes, sir. I'll send it to the Lord Commissar. And the chef just walked away. Not too long after you guys, it doesn't pull up directly to the villa. Other duo of people are finally there. Astara and Carl. Your cab arrived. He does not have access into the palace itself, but it's not too far of a walk.
Yeah, we get out. I think the driver, we head out.
Driver thanks you for your business, hands you, or attempts to hand you a card with like Steven's personal chauffeur business.
Do not take the card.
We're not staying long.
Wrong character.
Oh yeah, it's Carl. Carl takes the card.
You're like, what is new? No, Carl takes the card. That's great.
And yeah, you two make your way back into the villa for the commissar. Sorry, make an awareness check.
Okay, I was gonna do something else. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
3. What can I do?
You
With,
make an awareness
what
check.
can I do with those?
Not the best.
You can't do anything with those two.
Okay.
Did you say Luther make one?
No, Carl.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Carl.
Carl.
Yeah.
Make an awareness check.
He wants awareness checks from us. We seen if we looking at things.
Why?
Okay.
I mean, we have the same.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We're very distracted.
I was waiting to see what the answer was from Astara.
For which part? For
The awareness.
you guys. Nothing. You guys just see the normal stuff. Guards walking about, workers walking about. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay. Nothing out of the ordinary. We keep walking. Before we go to Luther's room
Office.
or office, can we stop by my room?
Yeah.
Okay.
And are you still
Carl will
wanting
leave you
Carl to
there.
be with you?
Yeah,
Or-
no, Carl's not gonna go.
Yeah, I see.
Don't you
At this
go
point,
in.
Carl is just like, all right, I'm done. I'm going to my quarters. I'm out for the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when we get into the palace, or as we're walking in the palace, and probably why we're not really paying attention to everybody else. I'm just like, I know today was maybe a little intense for you.
Yeah. Good night. I just like run.
Just like speed walks away. It's like, I'm done.
I know. It was great meeting you. Bye. I gotta go.
He just runs away. I'm just like, all right, she's gonna pay him, but she walks.
Carl has like a really plumpy bed with like way too many pillows.
Aw.
And he just lays in it.
Takes a bath with bubbles and like.
That's tomorrow. Right now he doesn't pass out.
Okay.
But Astara,
I'm gonna go back to my room.
yeah, and your room very Spartan, very not a lot of stuff in here, no fluff and like, right?
Yeah, she doesn't really have a lot. She doesn't have anything. She's gonna look around the room really quick, see if there's
Okay.
anyone like watching her or anything like that.
Well, yeah, there is. You see, sitting in the corner of your room, just an old man smoking what looks like a pipe, reading a book. And as soon as you
Shit.
enter the room, he closes the book. Oh, little one. It has been a long time.
What are you doing in here now?
Warning you. You awoke something.
What are you
Hey.
warning me of?
Great darkness. I assume you saw it, yes?
It was different in darkness, but yes, I saw it.
You must be careful. They are hunting you. They know you are here.
I know, I saw them. They were following me.
No. They know you are here. And he points just a single finger downwards.
She nods her head.
Do not expect things to be easy. Whatever it is, I cannot tell you because I simply cannot see that far. As it is, I'm using a lot of energy now. Simply to do this, to make sure that it does not know we are talking.
Alright then, let us be quick.
There is, as you know, a great darkness. There is definitely a connection to those we cannot name or think about here.
I saw the symbol, I know.
All four of them. Not just the one.
Wait, what?
And he nods his head slowly.
Ostara has a look of like horror on her face.
what will happen soon. They will come for you. You are stronger than you actually realize. They wish to use your power, not you, but your power, to harness it for their own good. Well, not good, I
Whatever.
should say.
I can barely use it myself. How would they use it?
He puts his book on the table and slowly stands. Like energy into a tool. They will take you as the power source. I cannot tell just what they plan to do, but I have foreseen this. They will use you. They will take you.
They've already taken so many.
Not in the way that they will use you. As the Emperor of mankind uses others to fuel himself, they wish to do the same to you.
Then what do you recommend I do? How do I stop them?
I cannot tell you. You must figure this out on your own. Flee. Leave the world. Destroy the world. I cannot tell you. But I can show you. And he reaches out a hand towards you.
You put your hand on his hand.
And for this, you are going to take a corruption test for it. But
Okay.
it's definitely going to show you.
Okay. So corruption.
I believe that would be
Conviction.
conviction.
I would like to re-roll if I have failures.
Oh, you passed. You've passed with flying colors.
Sweet.
He grasps your forearm and you're suddenly...
Can I spend a glory to get more information out of this?
Oh, sure.
Okay. Are you guys all
Um,
cool with that?
Oh yeah, I mean we have so much glory.
We have 4, so I just moved one for us.
Okay, cool.
Burn it.
Thanks.
And you leap out of your body with your grandfather standing beside you. You see beneath you your body holding your hand out with no one in front of you. Ah, yes. Good. Now I can show you. I am a Farseer as well as, well, this. Let me show you the possibilities. And he presses a thumb to the middle of your forehead, and you see a spiderweb appear in front of you, with several different scenarios playing out all at the same time, the sound flooding into your mind. One of them is you hooked on several chains, your face gaunt, your body malnourished and deprived. Another, you see your eyes blackened, your fingers cased in electricity and fire, as you notice on your forehead a symbol of ruinous power. On another,
Uh-oh.
you see the great darkness that you saw before slowly taking shape of a man who you've never seen before, as he slowly morphs into something else, something evil, something demonic, before you are suddenly jolted out as this being opens its eyes, slowly, gently glowing red. Your grandfather takes a staggered breath. Little one, this is straining me more than I would wish. I would not be able to hide much longer. I can show you more, but it will be at great cost to both of us.
Ooh. It'll be at a great cost of what?
To both of you.
This is why Carl doesn't stick around.
Let
Carl's,
me-
asleep.
I'm gonna-
Carl's in bed right now.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna leave this to RNG and leave it to the willpower of her. And if I roll high enough, then she keeps control. And if she doesn't, then she her greed for knowledge.
What do you think, Maggie?
What's the scale for the numbers? I think 3 is still a success, right?
Yeah, that's for like a basic roll.
Yeah, and
Oh, darn it.
if you want to base it off of what you actually rolled, I think you rolled one of those is a 4 or 5, but you've got a 1, 2, 3.
Because you
and a
rolled
6.
exactly average, basically. Actually, a little under average.
No, what do you think, Frank? Would that be high enough?
Once again, that fully depends on you. 3 is something relatively basic, like you're trying to do a loop in a jet.
Okay, well that's definitely
when you're
not
a trained
that.
pilot.
So no, she's like, yeah, she doesn't have the willpower for it, and says, "I understand the cost it will cost."
And you see your vision slowly blur as you materialize somewhere dark, the scent of iron in the air. Your eyes slowly adjust to the low light as you see flames flickering about, low chanting in the air. You lift your foot up, and it sticks slightly to the ground as you look down. Now noticing the gore and ichor all about as a single being hangs in the air. Not by rope or chain, but by a power you cannot recognize.
Do I
You hear a-
recognize the being in the air?
It's the man that you saw before.
The one that had turned into like a demon creature?
You hear a familiar female voice. Father, I cannot find the psycho. However, I do assume that Commissar Luther is holding her. Our dearest brother met both of them, it would appear, at the fireman pits. The two fools seem to have broken in. Our current assumption is that they are all four working together. We will hunt them down. The commissar and his two friends are of no use to us. They will simply be eliminated. But the girl we shall find. I guarantee you that. And whether in one piece or not, we will take her alive.
Uh-oh.
And you hear, not physically, but mentally, a low growl as the man slowly shifts, his body morphing ever so slightly before he pulls it back. Ah, she will be useful to me, alive in one piece. But alive in any way will do fine. Use the other three for whatever means you have. A sacrifice of 3 will be pitiful to the millions already done. There's something here. Find them as I find whatever is sneaking about my chambers. And you see slowly the figure turning in air towards you, Astara.
I'll try to pull out.
Yeah, you immediately snap back into actuality. And it almost knocks you off your feet as if you were being thrown backwards. And you're thrown into the door that you had just recently shut. Your
Oh,
grandfather
that
nowhere
is-
in sight.
Yeah, I just like
But-
slam into the door.
Yeah, your room coated in ice.
Ooh, slip and slide playroom.
Yeah, I like back into the door and I like hold my arm and I look around. Is my grandfather still there?
No.
She probably takes like a really deep breath, sits there for a moment, and then realizes that she needs to hurry. Gets up, looks to the room. I'm like having like an Elsa moment. An Elsa moment. Like I just made the whole room go frozen. I'm like, shit. I open the door, close it, lock it, and then make my way as quickly as possible through those corridors.
Yeah. And Luther and the two other are there with Crystal. What have you guys been discussing?
Honestly, for the most part, we've been waiting for Stara. We kind of went over the details that were important. So, actually, I know what we do. I would just tell Crystal to get me some medical supplies. Doesn't have to be like a full-blown fancy kit or whatever. And I would gladly do medicine checks on them
Nice.
because I am trained in that.
Sure, you can try.
I'll definitely try.
You won't be able to touch Torne, I'll tell you that right now.
Well, I'm sorry. Do you have like a problem with people touching you?
Torne, one of his things, he just refuses medical attention when it's not.
Then why did you want a medical kit?
He wanted
I
it for
refuse medical
Gildo.
attention.
He's
Gildo,
looking out
who's
for
that?
his buddy.
40 hours after being
For my
I'll
surgery.
work on
Vivisected.
Gildo first, assuming Gildo is okay with me touching him.
You
Oh,
give
of course.
consent. Gildo's like, touch me.
I didn't see my result.
No, I'll be fine. These stitches come out on their own.
Did you do the wrath for reroll?
I did not say that in advance.
That's fine.
No, I don't think I'd.
You rip his
I'm at-
stitches out.
I am
and it
at
starts
half health,
bleeding
so
everywhere.
that would be kind of nice. But yeah, ultimately, yeah. I think the bigger thing would be well, we have everyone together. That's the most important part. So, would this be a good time for me to tell people?
Well, I imagine Astara hasn't come in yet because when she does it, I imagine she's going
Not
to
yet.
reveal some shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true. Okay.
I haven't come in yet. Frank was just asking what you guys were doing before I got
Yeah.
there.
I mean, you can totally tell these two.
No, I mean, there's nothing really else to say. I guess then I'll just wait for a star.
Yeah,
If
so
if
Stara.
I saw that Luther did poorly, which would you say I did? Can I be like, let me try?
No one's gonna like, I bungled this operation. Let me get my hand at it. No, I'm not.
Like, nah, that fucking hurt. Get off.
No, Luther, yeah, the medical procedure looks fairly well done. He's going to have a permanent scar for the rest of his life, but he just needs clean bandages, just changed every day or so.
Well, I'll just change out his band. If it looks like I don't really need to do anything, I would just like get fresh bandages, like tell them that, and then switch them out or whatever, and inform him what maybe the doctor didn't already. Other than that, that's pretty much what we would do to fill the gap. And now we want Astara.
Yeah, as soon as I fling open the door and shut it, and I look around, is anyone else in there?
Aside from these three and Crystal, no.
I imagine
She crushes
Torne got his
Crystal.
Food is eating
I
it.
look out of breath, horrified. I'm in a cold
So-
sweat, probably. And I look at Luther and then look towards Crystal. Like,
Imagine there's like icicle sweats on her since the room froze.
I'm gonna make my way over to her pretty quickly to see if she like needs a hand, because like you said, she's like cold sweats and everything.
Yeah.
Make sure like she's okay, because usually when she's like this, there was an episode,
Well,
and those
you
need to be
also
watched.
like already like have a Medicaid pack open trying to treat me, so you just like immediately grab the like whatever you needed for that. You just stop working on me and immediately go over there.
Seems wealth does rule the world, Gildo.
Whatever.
Do you say anything when you come over to her?
Yeah, I'm gonna come over and say, did something happen? Where's
Yes.
Carl?
He's not here. He went back to his room. We should be alone.
I look to
you.
Crystal and say, out.
Yes, my lord. And Crystal quickly makes their exit.
She takes a deep breath and she kind of looks at you and she just looks a little horrified. She's like, "You remember the names?
I nod.
It is not just one. It is all 4 of them."
I'll actually give like a small gasp, like all of them.
I moved to the side of you so I could see Torne and Gildo, and I'm like, "We need to go. We need to leave."
No problems here. Well, I was gonna have something else to say, but yep, that's what I've been. Or wait, no, I'm sorry. No, or I could be like, that's what I'm trying to say. This place is fucked.
Torne is going to be
Listen.
like, Torne might actually speak up at this point and be like, hold up before we talk sensitive. Is this room secure?
I believe it is because I've checked before.
Yes.
Can I roll awareness or something?
Also,
just
it's-
to check himself.
Sure, you can also check.
Also, it's the first time I've seen everybody here in like
Yeah.
10 years.
I know it's the first time we've been in the same room
Seen
together.
this- Yeah.
Torne's really shaken. Gildo's kind of hurt, but he's just
No.
shaky. He can't like walk very normally.
I look to Gildo and I say, "You are not wrong. I have a message for you. The boisterous queen flies swift upon the midnight sky. Advent before dawn."
Oh, Emperor be praised. Okay, good.
What does
See,
it mean?
Torne, I told you to have hope.
What does it mean?
We have a week.
Wait,
A week.
A week?
We need to get out of this planet. We need to leave. A week is too long. They're here.
I know they're already here.
No.
Our best shot is the cavalry's coming in a
Well, you
week.
do not understand. None of you understand. They're here.
I do. The Xenos are here. I know. Seen them, man. Look what they did to me.
I start rattling off and mumbling a
Yeah.
bunch of prayers and stuff like that. And then she's like in between just saying like a bunch of random
Oh.
words.
I'm gonna walk away
Yeah, I
from
shut
her
She
up.
while
sounds
she's
like
doing
she's
this.
broken. Like she's
Yeah, no,
like
I immediately shut up because
losing
like
her
this
shit.
is we've never seen you like this before. I'm like, oh no, wait, well, I'm not. I don't know what I'm talking about.
With the,
She's
with the
talking
gravity of
like-
the situation.
She's talking in like a language like
In tongues.
in tongues.
I'm gonna walk away from her because I imagine you're like either sitting or stable in a spot where you're not gonna go.
And she's probably
right.
pacing.
Sure, okay, that's fine. As long as you don't seem like you're like out of balance like when you first burst in here, cool. So I'm gonna immediately walk away and go over to my terminal and try to see what I have access to for a ship that can go off world, and that like whatever I could find that I could use.
If you do spend a wrath, I'll allow you to have a personal yacht.
Ooh,
Nice.
with drugs on it. I like
Yes,
drugs.
Of course it has drugs.
Oh, that's good. I love all the drugs. So yep, I will spend that wrath. And once I see that I have the yacht, is it nearby, easily accessible? Like, give me some deets here, Frank.
It would not be super nearby. There's a small spaceport several kilometers away outside of the hive itself. It would be relatively difficult to get to as it's actually outside of the current safe zone for the war.
I pull up Alana's profile and see if she has the capacity to fly ships as well as drive planetside.
So, as you are pulling up her profile, it actually shows her as a ex-guardsman, retired. Specifically, she is not just a pilot of, cars, but also of small craft, including low orbit and other, basically small spacecraft. She can't pilot a ship, but you assume she should be able to pilot a personal yacht.
I'm gonna figure this out. Is she still in her fit? What are these other two do? Because I don't know how long that took. So if they're doing shit, then I'll wait to hear what they're doing before I act. You know? Nothing.
Repeat that.
I have something else I was going to do, but I don't know how long that took and if they're in the middle of doing something else. So I was just...
It'll probably take you a couple minutes because it's her entire biography, basically, from where she was born, how long she worked here, how many demerits she
Probably
has.
right as you finish that, and she finishes. Sarah will probably finish like mumbling all these, or like saying a bunch of stuff that like probably none of you know unless you know like the words that she's saying. And then she says, "It is them, the governors. They are them. They are them.
Excuse-
Children."
The governors are aliens from coming to eat the planet? What?
Yes. But eating the planet is not what they're here for. They're here from me. They're coming. You must go. They know I'm here.
I know none of us here are afraid of the war zone, and that's a good thing, because I happen to have access to a personal yacht. It would give us the ability to go off-world. I don't know how much time this would buy us, but it would buy us some time. However, I technically am still the junior commissar, which means my authorities, though I've been using them fairly frivolously, are still limited. Do we think we can get the doctor to deem the other commissar unfit for service?
I can make he's unfit. He falls out a pistol.
We do not
I
have
ignore
time.
it.
We must go now.
If we leave now, and I'm not arguing because I'm willing to, if we leave now, they could shut down this, they could ground the ship before we even get to it. However, if I have full authority of the commissar, I would have greater authority than just some governor. My authority would come from higher up the ranky mother effer.
Now we hurry. Whatever it is that you're planning.
I'm kind of like looking to her because she's actually has more experience than me. I'm more than her, and say, what do you think is best? I'll head straight there, or we can contact our rattled but new friend.
They turned the ship around, and there is nothing that I can do. You must go.
Nod.
Whichever way you think is best. But quickly.
I will contact the driver. I told you to be ready for a call sometime soon. How quickly can you be back at the manor?
My lord, I have not yet left.
Perfect.
How may I serve you?
There'll be 4 of us this time. I need to make sure that the vehicle that you choose is one that is capable of withstanding gunfire, if need be.
Any
You could always
armament,
grab the
sir?
tank.
If you have access, yes.
Do I have access, sir? Of course, yes, my lord.
They don't even go anywhere. They're just press a panel and it's just like guns.
Yeah, no, it's like she's walking by a row of cars.
It's a really cool
And
cutscene.
One
in the
car is
movie.
just full of guns.
Yeah,
She's like sitting there looking at a Lambo,
What I mean?
and she's like, "Oh, 4 people."
It's got-
She looks over at the limo.
yeah, and then it's like, yes, armament, and then she like walks to this very large tracked vehicle. Clearly not a luxury car, but an actual civilian APC, basically. But clearly armored, and it has. We see her open like the door, climb in, and then pop a hatch, and then slowly pull out a double heavy stubber or heavy machine gun, and like swivels it around to check it, Yes, sir. I definitely can accommodate armaments. Unfortunately, not anti-vehicular, only anti-personnel.
That will suffice. How many can you take as passengers?
On this vehicle, I could take, and you see her look around, about 10.
Perfect. Astara, if there's anything you need to get from your room, I suggest you get it now. Gentlemen, if either of you want to accompany her.
I'll make sure she doesn't get killed. He's literally got one pistol up and his hands on the other side. Like
I look at him and I look at Luther and I say, that is not how they will kill me.
Let us...
Luther,
Hmm?
I think there is more to it than even we know.
As much as I would love to delve deeper into these secrets and find out what we can uncover, I think we need to survive, wait for our cavalry, I say looking over at Gildo, and then bring down the wrath of the Lord Emperor himself, God Emperor himself.
Look, this doesn't leave this room. Because I think this is we could probably I mean is that lady still here, Frank?
No,
Or like, are we
we're
in the
all
car?
alone.
Right.
There's a left.
Right.
Yeah, he
Okay,
told her
good.
to leave whenever
Okay,
I...
good. Just making sure
first
because
got
we're all
there.
together. Okay. Right. It's like it's the first time we can finally talk about this, but listen. That friend, the reason he got that message out of Stara, reason why everything's here is so bad, why they're coming, it's the Inquisition.
I know.
do I know what the Inquisition is?
Yes, you would
You can
actually
roll
know it.
Scholar?
Yeah. Make a
A scholar check, right?
Yeah, that would be basic Imperial knowledge. Everyone's kind of heard of the Inquisition. It's like
I was going to say
the
make a
boogeyman,
conviction test.
Like a conviction.
Just hearing the name, yeah.
All right, I'll roll to scholar, I guess.
basically. All right. Yeah.
That was a terrible roll.
You don't know exactly who they are, but you know it's the big bad sneaky peoples.
They're like the Marines. Are they Space Marines? Like, I don't know enough about.
No, we
Warhammer to
miss
know what
Fior.
stuff is.
We missed Fior.
No, think
Fior
of
was
the
big and
Inquisition
beefy.
as just you personally as basically the G-men of this
Yeah.
world, the CIA, FBI,
Okay.
mixing in with the Spanish
The-
Inquisition.
The Arbites is like the FBI.
Yeah.
These guys are like the CIA.
Okay, that too.
Okay.
So I'm Arbites.
Yeah.
We don't necessarily like hate each other, but we don't necessarily always work together.
So Maggie, if you have the FBI...
The Inquisition's technically part of the ecclesiarchy, right?
I think so.
The
right?
Inquisition is
Aren't they?
not part of the church. No, that
Okay.
would be the.
They're just their own
Concordia.
thing. They're just their own thing.
Are
Yeah.
they just tasked with like
Yeah.
killing all of these xenomorphs and stuff, or is that?
Yeah,
Well, there's different orders.
yeah. Your character wouldn't know that there's different orders, but you have
Yeah, I don't know.
Order-
I just know the fuck.
yeah, you have Order
I know who
Xenos,
saved
which
me.
deals with only aliens. You have Ordo Malus, which deals with demons, and Ordo Hereticus, which deals with heretics. And then you have Ordo Cronus, which nobody knows about, which deals with time.
Okay, so basically they go and kill off the bad people.
Oh no, they kill the good people too. That's the
Also
thing.
that, yeah.
They're the people who show up at the end of the SCP games where they just kill everybody.
They just kill everything.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
anything.
That's what they They just have no. They have yeah. That makes them what makes them so afraid of, like, so dangerous.
They'll
And
just,
that's
like,
why we need to get
blow up the
off world
planet.
before they get here. 'cause
Yeah.
they
They'll just
probably
come blow
kill
up the
us.
planet.
Thinking, yeah, they're the people who show up with like black cards that have access to everything and literally do not care about anybody and have suffer no ramifications and carry all this tremendous power.
Okay.
Yeah, they're super
Yeah.
super scary.
That was a go. Okay.
Yeah.
So
cool.
the world's about to get wiped out. Got it.
Possibly.
That's more rare, but things will be shooken up here, and we need to get I'm gonna get out of here.
So we need to get
I'm
off
with a
this
star.
planet so we're not collateral damage.
Yeah.
So all we have is, you said, Luther, you said you have a yacht, and it wasn't clear to me. Is this yacht spacefaring?
Yes.
Like minor spacefaring? Like it can't warp or anything like that. It's just, it can just go into orbit.
It's a void craft. It can't go out of the system, but it can get you on the planet.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's okay.
Hey, if we get to the ship port, maybe we can swipe another vehicle that might happen to be there that somebody else in this party knows about.
Well, we could use that. We could use the yacht to get to not Glorious Dawn. I forgot the name. Her ship.
I mean, realistically, couldn't we even use it to hover above the debris of the Wolfenstein? Vanderwolf?
Oh yeah, you guys.
It's called the Wolfenstein now.
Too.
The Wolfenstein.
Frank, what were you saying? What was the name of the ship? What was it? It had a good name.
The Boisterous Queen.
Yeah, Boisterous Queen. Yeah.
No. So, do you think we could hover? Because my mindset is we can go up there, they can stuff the world, and if they come chasing after us, maybe we could pilot through some debris and buy time hiding amongst the shit out there. But that's not. We're not talking about that in game. That's just me. Kind of meta
I think
thinking.
you were gonna go try to convince the doctor to.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, but I figured we would all, like, once we leave this palace, we should all stay together. So my mindset was, if you needed to grab any last minute supplies, things that you needed, since you came here obviously in a huff and a rush, like if you needed to grab anything last second. Also, you have access to shit as RBDs. So if you need to get any supplies that you think you can grab before we go off world, that'd be cool. I actually was going to call up Crystal and Carl, since that thing can take 10. And even though we can't openly talk about too many things in front of them, they're at least kind of in for a penny, in for a pound, and see if we can use them further. But at the same time, every additional NPC we bring with us is an additional leak that we have with us. So
yeah, I think what we do is, I mean, you offer to bring them with us, and then we just have to initiate them as part of our crew, and they have to decide. They have to make that decision.
Yeah, but the way initiation works, right? So we get a whole bottle of scotch, right? And then never mind.
No, Tornade literally just sits there holding his plasma pistol against their head, and it's like, all right, you got one option. Otherwise, you lose all options.
No.
Actually, we have an Akka initiation.
Yeah, so Star will go to her room. Tornade, when you go in there, it is very cold.
Tornade would probably just cover the door.
Okay.
He's just making sure that you don't get swiped or killed.
Well, when the door opens, you feel a brush of very cold air.
Yeah. If you look in, it is very blue and icy.
It's got like the little layer of icicles melted. Dewy.
You were blasting Vanilla Ice on the loudspeaker. I got
it. Nice. She opens a safe thing, grabs her things, and goes. It's quick. She just has a bag.
All right.
And she's out.
Seems you had one of those psychic things in there, huh?
It is best I don't talk about it here.
Fair.
We need to go.
Lead on. I got your back. Covering your 6.
I go to wherever Luther told us to meet him.
All right. So, you guys head there. Gilda, what are you doing during this time?
You stick with me, Gilda?
I kind of didn't want to leave Astara. Only because I feel, I mean, no offense to y'all. Like, okay, so.
That's fine.
Pretty much no offense to Luther, really. Because, like, Tornay I've been with, but I feel like Astara is the only one who truly understands what's going to happen and what is kind of happening in a way that you two just can't relate to us yet, in a way that, like, you haven't had trauma like we've had. That, you know, I don't know, just a different experience.
Supposedly, yeah.
Supposedly.
Well, you haven't shared it in a way that, like, we have. Like, Astara was one of the first people I feel like I met out of this whole group.
That's fair. Tornay and Luther could bond eventually, but
yeah,
they probably just don't see eye to eye a lot.
Because you have a mask on.
Dude, they're just both pointing guns at each other the whole
You could have come with us too, Gildo.
You put your gun away.
Yeah.
You put your gun away.
Yeah.
Gildo definitely could have come with us.
Torna's like, I'm going with her. Gildo's like, me too. And I'm like, well, thanks, guys.
Hey,
We're all gonna die. Bye, Luther.
You get to talk
Oh,
to
sure, just pick them up in a
Crystal
car. Oh,
and
sure, just do whatever.
You've got your plebs that you get to talk to.
I'm curious to
Carl.
see how Luther deals with Crystal, like not Crystal, Carl specifically. Crystal will probably just be like, "Yes, sir," but I'm curious how he's gonna
Like,
do with
nah,
Carl.
I'm out.
He listens or he eats a bullet. I mean,
Yeah, I guess the three of us will head on there, unless Gilda, you wanted to say anything.
No,
you
I mean,
would also
we already.
see. You would also feel the cold air and see in the room that it's great.
Torne
icy.
wouldn't be paying attention. He's just checking doors and making sure the 6 is covered.
The thing that's going through Ghetto's head is that, like, he's already been on a planet that literally got a frigging battleship crashed, or star station crashed into it by a battleship. So he's kind of seen the worst of it. But he is afraid that place was super defended. This place is just literally just an open field. That's all there's here. And I'm just terrified that there's just nothing. There's nothing that's going to protect any of these people from anything. And he's just waiting for, like, an earthquake like happened, and now he's like, dude, when's the tsunami?
Yeah.
Right. He's like, wait, like, so I have that really anxious energy. So it's really hard to not, like, for me to, like, relax.
Yeah. So you're like kind of on edge.
Yeah, not kind of, like, yeah, I'm like, this is so
You're
bad.
very on edge.
This
Okay.
is so bad. Luther, I can't sit around. I gotta go. I'm gonna go with them. And
Okay. Cool.
it's like, fine.
I just
You
pick up
come
random
with-
people from my car and
Yeah,
no one
you
thanks
come with
me.
us.
That's nice. Okay.
Yeah, you come with us, and yeah, you see the room and how it is,
Yeah.
and then
No.
I guess I
Friggin'
grab my
cold it is.
bag pretty quickly, and we head towards wherever the car is.
Yeah, so you guys all head down to the garage. Luther, I assume you're already there. Uh-oh.
Did Scott pop?
Oh
Scott-
my god,
No,
what is
no.
going on with technology?
He's back.
Oh,
He's
he's
back.
back.
I've never gone anywhere. You guys
Luther.
were.
No,
You
you
froze for a second.
froze.
You froze
yeah.
for us.
Oh, really? Oh, that's
Yeah.
funny. Because, like, I heard and saw you guys the whole time. Go ahead.
Luther, are you down in the garage?
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I was able to grab up Crystal and the Carl,
Yeah.
I'd head down that direction. Yeah.
Just like you guys said, Crystal, yes, is just like, yes, my lord, I'll follow you to the ends of the west. Get their coconuts. Falls behind you. Carl, on the other hand, is more reluctant. He doesn't open his door right away. He takes a couple extra seconds. And he opens the door and just like, yes, my lord. Is there anything else I could help you with today?
Yeah. In fact, there is. Let's go.
Where are we going, sir? Where are we going, sir?
It's not- just where are we going? Sorry.
Are you going to continue to ask questions?
He takes a moment, looks. Roll super quick intimidation for that.
Oh, poor Carl.
Big roll. Oh, more glory for us. We have 5 glory.
Oh
Um,
shite! What is this?
just he goes pale, he goes blank. It's just, yes, my lord. I'll, yes, sir. And he just doesn't even grab his stuff, just closes his door.
I'm glad that was his reaction, because legit, if you said he gives anything but a good response, I was going to shoot him in the leg, then the belly, then the head. like
Why not just
He
shoot him in
knows
the
too
head
much,
first?
apparently, for Luther.
he does know too much. He's done everything with us since we got him. Oh. But I don't know that they already know too much, because you didn't share that much, because you were kind of like went all nutty for a minute. So go ahead, sir.
Yeah, so you make your way to the garage with these two in tow. Crystal trying to comfort Carl the entire time, being like, "Hey, what's up? You're rather quiet today."
Poor Carl.
And Carl just like shaking his head. Like, no,
These
not
days,
again.
I'm sick today, dude.
Hey, can I take one of my personal days?
I'm sick today, man. These people, these off-world people, man.
It's like, look, I'm just supposed to be a bouncer.
I'll be bouncing
On
my lap. Hey.
and you make it to the garage, no problem. Alana is already there. You see her just patiently waiting in her nice chauffeur outfit. This time she has what appear to be gauntlets on. Clearly, they have technology in them, but they look like just regular metal gauntlets with wires hanging to and from. Yes, my lord. If you would allow me to represent the vehicle that we will be taking, it is a armored personnel carrier, and she will carry on, basically running down every spec of this vehicle if you allow her.
Oh, absolutely. Because I'm waiting for the other other three anyways. I will let her go down it because I need to know and they need to know.
Yeah, she tells you that it's actually a repurposed Imperial vehicle from one of the many Forge worlds. Unfortunately, she doesn't know exactly which world, but it is.
Does this smell like Armageddon?
No. Damn. It smells like she's cleaned it.
Is Armageddon a federal? That's not Forge World, is it?
Yeah, it used to be.
Oh, okay.
Used to is the keyword.
It's my home planet. That's where I'm from.
Oh,
or is it Hive World? It's one of them.
It's
But
definitely Hive.
It is.
I was told it was Forge.
Oh yeah, it was a Forge World. It's one of
My
those.
whole life.
I
is
just
a
remember
lie.
the third battle of Armageddon. That's all I remember.
You know,
Now they're Hive cities.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But she tells you it is a civilian version of the Chimera armored personnel carrier, which is a Imperial Guard APC.
Mhm.
The armor itself is a little less thick. The weapon is unfortunately only a single multi-las. However, she did make some personal modifications where whoever is gunning would be able to pull the gun into the vehicle itself instead of leaving it exposed.
Could you elaborate on pull the vehicle into the gun into?
As in, it's basically a hatch that you can open and close.
But it's not like you can't like fire at anybody
You can't
inside.
fire it in.
Oh, okay. Because that sounds like a perfect way to have somebody turn on the party.
It's so you can literally protect the gun from being destroyed.
Yeah, the gun from being damaged.
Mhm.
Yeah, and she runs through it all with you. It's like, unfortunately, no front-mounted weaponry for that. But yeah, you guys have an APC more or less.
Okay, cool. So it's again. I let her go down all those specs, find out probably the best location because we're not doing assigned seating here, but I think it's important that Ostara has a space so she can kind of be separated if that's possible. And these boys should be playing with the guns, right, boys?
Durane will happily man the gun.
I've heard that once or twice from him before.
You just also have to have vision.
Be my guest.
Dildo,
I'm ready to jump out with a knife. What's up?
I need you to roll me something super quick.
Hey guys, wait up! Hey guys, wait up!
Tech, awareness, what?
Um,
Leadership. It's probably leadership.
let's make it awareness.
Boom.
Take a 9.
Yeah, okay.
Jeez.
Totally useless roll, but you catch her.
Your stomach's infested with bugs.
Yeah,
Those are
Exactly.
eggs
Ew.
hatching inside of you.
turns
No,
out
okay.
you're a Tyranid.
You are turning
you
into Torin.
notice her-
Put on armor.
You know, as she's talking to Luther, kind of side-eyeing you, not in a bad way, but like looking you up and down. And when she's
Wow,
done,
chicka, wow.
talking with Luther, she turns towards you, then back to Luther. Yes, may I borrow this one to help me load the ammunition, if we would need that, perhaps.
I just say he's his own man, and then kind of go about whatever I was doing.
And she,
I would help. I'd help.
Yeah, she walks over to you, Gildo, and places one of her hands on your on like your bicep and squeezes slightly.
Oh man!
It's like, this way.
Oh, it's so overt.
Insight check. Does he know that she's hitting on him?
Insight, Gildo.
No,
Gildo has no idea. Gildo has no idea.
Hold on. Can I insight from afar to see if I
Yeah,
know?
oh yeah, you gotta be like wingman, like.
Complication.
Any of a complication.
What's the complication?
You know what's funny? Is
Actually,
while he's describing that, I clicked a tab and I was like, what's this tab I have open? It's a picture of Maggie's character, and literally the picture's her being like,
Torne doesn't know. He's focused on other things. He doesn't even look.
She might
Definitely
be. You can't really tell, but yeah. Turns out there's already ammo in there.
She wants a different kind of ammunition loaded. Sorry.
Looks like it's pretty stocked back here. That's pretty cool.
Yes. There's a single crate over there. My arms are tied. Could you pick it up for me?
She's
Oh, yeah,
just
no
like
problem.
looking at him when he bends over.
Yeah, we just see
please.
like her leaning sideways. Noise.
Yeah.
He's like, do I have something on my pants?
And sorry, you walk into seeing Alana, arms folded, watching as Gildo lifts up this
All right. Do I notice?
this box of ammo. Of course, you know this.
Okay.
She is. Well, you don't know that she's flirting, but you notice she's checking him out.
I also check out his ass.
Sperm, strong, muscular.
Awesome.
I
Then
mean, those
my
camo
man.
pants too hug.
Torne's like, hey, that's my man.
Yeah. Wrong tree.
and I just go to wherever Luther is or into the vehicle.
I imagine Torne is making sure the gun is to his satisfaction.
Yeah, the gun is nice.
It's funny. That's what she's doing.
In fact, can I do a tech check on it to make sure it like functions without shooting it?
Sure. Yeah. It functions just rather fine.
Is that complication gonna affect me later?
Yes, it will.
Oh gosh darn it.
Sometimes it's better not to roll.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
and we get this wonderful scene of everyone loading into this civilian chimera. As
When a GM gives you an APC, something bad's gonna happen.
what? No. What are you talking about?
As long
You
as
know.
we swing by and grab that tank too.
We're just kind of a fleet of vehicles.
Hey,
Good
I'm
luck.
not opposed to it.
Once gets destroyed, we have a
With the
backup.
demonic Mad Max future that we're gonna live in. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And as you all enter this vehicle, you notice that, especially for you, Gildo, who's been in these before, it's certainly a lot nicer than it would. Clearly meant for luxury rather than troops. Disco ball falls down. And as the
Stan
Triggered
said,
by the
He's
pilot
Right, this is
lady.
this is like a Hummer. This is like one of like a commercial Hummer.
I
where
like
it's all
Stan's
like
comment in chat. Stan's
that or
comment in
that.
chat is like, after the girls both check out Gildo's butt, they look at each other and they both nod.
That scar increased his attractive rating to random strangers too.
True.
Too funny.
And as the back hatch closes with everyone already aboard, the screen goes black.
Because we got in the car, losers.
Yeah, it still applies till the end.
We did it. You got him.
Yeah, get in the car, losers. It has to be the title. I love it.
How about going for a ride?
Oh, that's
Fine.
alluding to that.
You guys went for a ride today.
Woo. All right. Well, thank you so much, Frank. Appreciate it.
Yeah, Frank.
A flirtatious drive.
Oh my goodness. If you enjoyed the show and you want to help support us, give us a follow right here, twitch.tv/MargaretCrone. And if you're watching this on YouTube, over on Margaret Crone Plays, hit subscribe there. And of course, if you're just tuning in towards the end here and you haven't watched any of the previous episodes and you just tuned into this one, you can watch all of the episodes over there, as well as our prequel episodes. I feel like we need to do a Torrene prequel, and I also need to update the intro so he can be in it. So those are things that we maybe need to plot and plan.
Well, you mean Tyler's not just temporary?
He was a guest, and now we've just adopted him. But if you want to support us in any other way, like a monetary way, you can subscribe to here, twitch.tv/MargaretCrone. It helps support and pay for the cast. And of course, if you're feeling super generous, you can also donate. So that's going to wrap it up for today. We'll let everyone say where you can find them at, because not only do they do content here, they are also on other channels where they perhaps do some other content that you may want to check out as well. So we're actually going to start it off with our GM today, our interrogator. I'm not sure where the interrogator part came in, but I'm having a feeling it might be maybe something else that's happening next episode. Frank, let us know where people can find you at, and of course what your favorite moment was tonight.
Hello everyone, as you know, I am Frank, also known as Control-Alt-Frank. As I already said before, you can find me at Control-Alt-Frank on Twitch, Twitter, and Discord. May actually start streaming now that I have a new computer. Thank you, Maggie.
Thank
got
you
this
for
wonderful
all your
new
hard
setup.
work.
I don't do that, whatever you're accusing me of. Wonderful 27-inch dual monitors at the moment, and I'm loving it. Yeah, my favorite moments would actually... Oh man, I have a lot. I have a lot of favorite moments. Kidnapping. The kidnapping.
I didn't realize that's what they
again.
were doing either. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, they were flat out kidnapping. Now you've kidnapped Carl as well. Man, there's been a lot of kidnapping. You guys are definitely the villains.
Gotta catch them all.
Yeah. Honestly, I had a lot of favorite moments. No combat, though, which is shocking. I think finally being able to reveal a little something that's been hidden since episode 1 is nice.
Ooh.
There's...
Is it your love for me?
No. That's not hidden.
Oh, that was sweet. That took me a moment. Like I didn't like it actually took a moment to process.
You're used to me being insulting towards you. That takes you by surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Warm the cockles of my heart.
That's it, really. That I enjoyed this episode and everything about it. It was all my favorite.
All right. Moving on over to Gildo, aka Eric Vulgaris. Tell us where people can find you at when you're not dual playing. You play 2 characters today, man.
Yeah, I know. That's fine.
I think you've
now
just
you're both in
adopted
the same
Carl.
I'm an MP.
car.
I GM all the time, so I'm used to playing a bunch of NPCs,
Yeah.
so it's no big deal to me.
But people are falling in love with Carl, so I feel like he's become part of our team.
Carl's got blood armor. Carl's my backup character once Gilda finally gets his head ripped off by something that his knife can't kill.
Yeah, probably.
That's fine with me.
He's a red
Yeah.
shirt. Let us know where people can find you at, and of course, what your favorite moment was tonight. And
Oh, sure.
we are ending this episode with 5 glory. Gee,
Yeah.
that's so
Yeah.
sad.
We didn't have that. A, we either succeeded too much, or B, there wasn't enough threats, Frank. Just
Wait,
looking
can
at
I-
you.
Don't say that.
Can I use 3 of that glory to remove that last complication?
No.
How about all of the glory?
Ooh, no.
Darn it!
Well,
Yeah,
okay. Anyways, yeah, I'm Eric. I'm Eric Vulgaris everywhere. I like playing Gildo. Gildo's super fun. If you want to see me run more games and stuff like that, you can see me running Pendragon on my own channel. I'm also a player on Wednesdays, playing in D&D. And on Thursdays, I'm running Blades in the Dark now. So I'm doing all these sort of things these days. I have a lot of games, and they're all getting started right when I'm moving because I suck at planning.
Oh no.
It's okay. Yeah. Oh, favorite part of the night. sorry, I gotta give it to Luther. Because honestly, I just love watching Luther no matter, he's just like so like blasé until he has to intimidate somebody, and then just like everything stops and just does exactly what he says. With like this ability to just have it the most incredible intimidates. It's good. I love it.
It's madness.
It's just my RP being represented with dice.
Finally.
Yeah.
Finally, a game that recognizes my luster.
Oh, 19! Like, what the bananas
A
is
suitable
that?
pyramid to my greatness.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
who rolls a 19? That's insane.
Yeah.
I won't lie. After the 18 and then 17 and the 19, I was like, what the fuck?
I'm just like, what is happening? And of course, moving on to Torne, played by the one, the only Apocalypto 12. Even though there may be assuming that there's 11 others, there is not. There's only one. Let us know where people can find you at, and of course, what your favorite moment was tonight.
You can find me all over on twitch.tv/apocalypto_12 or and on social media as apocalypto_12. Or you can go to my YouTube channel, which has no underscore, and there will be a video talking about going over all of 2019 here soon, hopefully.
Ooh.
I should also be streaming on my birthday, but we'll see. But my favorite moment probably goes to Luther when he pulled up next to us in the car and was just like, get in. But I also have to shout out to Frank, the scene with Ostara with your grandfather. That was really, I could just picture all of that in my head. It was great.
Awesome. And then, of course, moving on to Luther, played by Delric. Is he frozen?
No.
Dude, you just
Stop moving.
Very still.
You get very still and don't
T-Rex
blink.
will never find you.
It's horrifying. Oh my gosh.
Never mind.
I thought you were frozen. Let us know where people can find you and what your favorite moment was tonight.
So I actually have to double up on what what's his name? Tyler was just saying there, because we were actually talking about it on the side of like a private Discord, talking about the scene as it was happening, because neither of us were in it. So it was like, wait, did this happen? Oh, did that happen? Wait, is this happening? so we were actually chatting about the scene as it was going on. But let's see. Who am I? How can you find me? I am Scott, and you can find me by being a creeper. Or Google Delric. That works too.
Awesome.
Tell us about your Pathfinder game.
I have
Kingmaker.
a Kingmaker and Regicide.
Yeah.
Tyler's in Regicide. Tyler, didn't some stuff just happen recently in Regicide? And then in Wednesday morning, I literally have a party member, one of the PCs, separated by far from the rest of them, is on a bridge with a big burly woman who he just beat the crap out of with a critical hit. And now it looks like she's about to try to wrestle him underwater and drown him, because she's low in HP, but a lot stronger than him. Let's see if it happens.
Okay.
We're both just gonna drown. No, I'm just kidding.
Listen, how often do you back-to-back almost party death?
That's,
I don't know, Scott. How do you do that?
makes me salivate.
Mm.
Okay, you guys are crazy. And of course, I've already kind of talked about where you can find me at Margaret Crone. Follow me in all the places. Thank you so much for joining. My favorite thing, I think, I kind of share the same vibes. I loved the scene where you guys are in the car, where he's just like, get in the car. I also really, I think the scene with my grandfather was really cool. A lot of drops, a lot of reveals, and I think that's kind of cool for all of us. Especially since there were some thoughts on what things were going on. It's way worse than I thought it was originally. So that's horrifying. Gildo's right. We need to get the fuck off this planet. So thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back.
My name is Delric Davis, and I endorse this message.
You mean you're Luther? You have to like be Luther and you have to endorse it. Commissary. Okay. You can tune in with us next week, twitch.tv/Margaret Crone, 7 p.m. PST for some more Warhammer action. And of course, check out all of these wonderful people. Give them a follow. And we'll see you next week. If you're here watching live, we're going to go host somebody. So stay tuned for that. I'll give you that information. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Okay.
Stop waving. Good job.
I'm happy that the internet issue stopped.
Right?
All right, everyone.